Good evening, everyone. Hope we're doing well. Hope looking forward to the first prelim final. I'm keen for this. Looking forward to this game. Appreciate everyone that's tuning in already, and hopefully we get more people tuning in as the game kicks off and gets through. But for everyone that is tuning in, as always, put in the live chat. If you guys doing Draft Stars, GameDay Squad, or whatever, put in your teams, who you're going with, put in your tips for tonight. Who do you think's going to win? Margin? What do you guys reckon? So put in the comments below. Just tweeting out everywhere that I'm live. And then we'll get stuck into all the chat. Right. And then just post to Facebook. All right. All right, here we go, and that is all done. So post to Facebook, everything's done. We'll get set. Actually, I might put a multi on as well. Actually, $2 multi. Let's go. Let's have a look. We'll do it together. Why not? I never know to put too much on. It's just $2, but oh, here we go. So I always like the fantasy market stuff. That's normally what I go for. Obviously, myself doing a lot of AFL fantasy and stuff. So Sneeko fraud champion adding 2 tackles to Kate Hoare. Really? I actually did. I haven't seen the updated scores, but if that's the case, that's annoying. That means she got 92 then, which sucks because I thought that 84 was an okay score not to have. But the fact that if she got 92, then that all of a sudden's a bit like, well, that would have been nice to have there. So, all right, so let's go AFL fantasy markets. All right, so I'm not going to do the group one because I'm not confident in who scores the most there. So I reckon Degoe goes over 80 points tonight. So I'm going to take the overs there. I think Whitfield goes over 100, so I'll take him as well. Dacos v Tom Green. I don't know if I'd pick someone. Dacos v Cornelio. I'm not sure who I'd go. Mitchell versus Green. I would go Tom Green, but that's not safe. Then Mitchell versus Cogs is not safe either, so I won't worry about doing it. So 70 plus. Really got to go in there. No one there. 80 plus. I reckon Josh Kelly goes over 80, so I'll take that. I reckon Josh Dacos goes over 80. Tom Mitchell's 50-50. Does he go? Oh, Tom Mitchell goes over 8. It's a final. I'll take that. And then 90 plus. Anyone here? I want to do Cogs just in case he has a quieter game. I've already got Whitfield, I'm pretty sure. So 90 plus. I reckon. No, I've already got Dacos for 80. I'm not going to do that. All right, that's done. And then 100 plus, I'll go Tom Green. Just not sure if Dacos goes 100. That's the only thing. Otherwise, I would put it in there. And then I won't do the 110. What about 15 or more touches? Is there anyone here interesting? That Quayne is a bit interesting for 15 plus. I won't go him, but interesting one. 20. I feel like could I pick DeGoey because it's like if Collingwood are going to win, it's going to be DeGoey. I'll go Dacos for 25. We'll include Dacos in. I think you still have a bit of the ball. I'll go Whitfield for 25 as well. And I reckon I'll stick to that. I reckon. And then actually, could I do any time goal scorer? What is it? What are we at so far? Is it? So it's only $6. We'll probably add a couple of goal kickers. So we'll go Bobby Hill. We'll go. I think Bo McCreary kicks a goal. I'll go Mason Cox to kick a goal as well. And then I'll go Toby Green, Jesse Hogan. And that should be good, I reckon. So that's a bit better. Actually, what was Tom Mitchell for 20 plus disposals? Was that any interest? Stuff. We'll go 20 plus for Tom Mitchell as well. We'll go the 14, or do we go one more leg? 15. Actually, do we need to go for 20? No, we'll go for 20 touches. Why not? We'll do that. All right, we'll stop there. So that is a 15 leg one at $58. But just a bit of fun. $2 on the side. We'll see how we go. And then, oh crap, I didn't do my Draft Stars lineup properly, actually. I did the free contest, but I didn't actually enter the $15 one. So I'll quickly just do that, and then I'll get, because there's a few comments there as well. Yeah, that's the one I wanted. Submit lineup. It's a bit of a weird lineup. It's not necessarily one that I don't think a lot of people will go, but so we've gone like common picks for the other Draft Stars contest. So we'll go a few different ones this time instead. Because I'm going Keith and Nathan Murphy, which I'm not sold on, but it's the fact that I've got Cornelio, Josh Dacos, Tom Green, Lockie Whitfield, who are the ones I think will all score really well tonight. So that's why I'm probably going a bit down that path. And I guess if Keith and what's his name, Keith and Murphy, if they can get 50s, then that would be perfect. But our side for Draft Stars is Whitfield and Murphy in defence. And I've got Cogs, Hoskin Elliott, Josh Dacos, Tom Green in the midfield, Bo McCreary and Lockie Keith in the forward line, and then I've got Mason Cox in the ruck. So that's how we are. That's how we're currently rocking. I don't know exactly what I feel about how I feel about the lineup, but it's what we're doing. But no, this stream is brought to you by GameDay Squad. Obviously, if you guys haven't got involved in GameDay Squad, it's pretty much you just literally mix AFL fantasy with FIFA Ultimate Team mixed with like footy cards, like when you were a kid, like opening packs and stuff. So I'll just quickly get I'll just share the screen so you guys can see GameDay Squad here. I'll get my lineup and show you guys quickly before this game starts as well. All right, so it's not. So I'll get that on the screen. Here we go. So this is loading here. So this is the side I'm currently rocking. So we've got the gold Dacos finally getting to put that back in the lineup there. We've got gold Doherty, silver Nick Newman, and platinum Adam Sard for all three of those for tomorrow night. Braden Maynard, Darcy Moore, bronzes. I don't really have many other defenders to put in there. Silver Tom Green, bronze Josh Kelly, Chera and Whitfield. Then we've got Lockie Neal there as well, rounding out, and obviously Chera and Neal will be tomorrow night. Oscar McInerney in your rucks. I don't have a Briggs and I couldn't get a hold of one. Then you've got Danaher, Zorko, Dunkley, the three forwards, and you've got Cogs, Green, and Daniels again, because I just don't have many other forwards. They're like the best six forwards I could get. So that's a lineup. We'll see how we go. I don't know if I'd necessarily am confident in the lineup. I like the fact I've got a few of those golds that could hopefully be good. We've got bloody 16 people watching. Good stuff. But yeah, no, we'll see how we go anyway. But yeah, if you guys haven't signed up to GameDay Squad, make sure you do sign up to GameDay Squad and go to www.gamedaysquad.com.au and you can get your free packs. You can enter the NBL starting next week. So NBL, get involved. You get your free players and stuff, and hopefully you guys can get some good players at the start of there. Obviously, the AFLW season's kicked off a few weeks ago, so you can still enter that and still be pretty competitive if you can get a couple of those good players. Obviously, the finals for the AFL is not sort of needed now because only prelims and grand final go. But if you start collecting your cards ready for next year, you guys will be set, ready to go. But here we go. We're underway for the prelim between Collingwood and GWS. I think Collingwood will win by 10 points. I think it'll be a close game. And I would not be shocked at all if GWS got the job done. I really wouldn't. It sort of seems like a game where Collingwood have got to be right on. Otherwise, Giants could, as they always like to say, the Orange Tsunami could really cause a bit of havoc there. So, but no, well, let's get stuck into the game anyway. Corey, who had a Daisy Darcy and Bresnahan this week? If I go Paris McCarthy as 7-calf Priest, unless I get Throne K, who's the best? If I want Priest, if you want Priest, the best Throne K rookie to get was probably Mackin from tonight, or from the Melbourne game before. So you probably can't. Well, you can't bring her in now unless you already did. So it's probably Huntington is probably the one. If you've already got Huntington, maybe Varnhagen from the Crows, but I guess she'll probably drop once Stevie Lee Thompson comes back. So I'd probably go for Huntington if you didn't have her, Corey. But if not, it's fine. Daisy Darcy's still a great option. If you can't afford Priest, it's not a big deal because I still like Daisy Darcy as an option. Corey, glad to have Hoare. Cogs 100 plus tonight. Yeah, I think you have a good game. It's just Cogs can sometimes play really well and only get a 95 or whatever. So I didn't think I put the 100 plus in the $2 multi, but hey, so perfect. Yeah, we've got a fair few people actually. Got 10 on YouTube. We got 12 on YouTube, sorry, but then we got 9 on Twitch. So if you guys are watching on Twitch, I don't normally have too many people tuning in on Twitch. So if you're tuning in on Twitch, put in the chat, say g'day. Let us know how you're going tonight. We've normally had a couple of people on Twitch. I'll put it on again. I didn't think we'd get too many people on Twitch, but we've got a few people tuning in, which is good. Corey Blackledge, Briggs over 80 plus or even 70 plus. Yeah, that would have been a good one actually. And I completely missed that McStay kicking the first. Was it McStay kicked the first goal for Collingwood? I was reading the chat and I missed it. I think it was McStay. If it refreshes, but yeah, no, the Briggs one would have been a good shout, Corey. I probably should have read that before. Yeah, McStay kicked the goal. Sneeko, draw tonight. Pies win in overtime, mate. I wouldn't actually mind that. I wouldn't mind seeing a bit of overtime action. Be good. We don't have it very often. It's what only happened. The only time I can remember it was the Port West Coast final a few years ago. Well, it was a while ago now. Levi Tran, surely you show the game. Unfortunately, Levi can't because I'd be copyright claimed and it'd be my stream would be demonetized. So for that, but if you want to tune in and watch along with us in the Watchalong here, then you can watch the game in the background. So sort of get the best of both worlds. Corey Blackledge, Briggs 15 or more potentially. Yeah, he could have a bit of the ball actually. Could get a bit of the ball around the ground. Corey Blackledge, I got Whitford from Gold Coast this week from my mid free pack. Well, that's a good one to put straight into your game day squad side, mate. So nice going with that one there, mate. So obviously it's a pretty hot start with the game, which is no surprise at all. Obviously prelim is always like this. So, but yeah, it's good. I know that JSU's in obviously in a few of my group chat stuff. He's a good guy as well on at Didac DT on Twitter. A lot of people think he is actually Helen Didac. He was saying he's a bit nervous this game. He's a Collingwood fan, so sort of just shows how well Giants have played in the back half of the year to obviously get into a prelim like they win, like was it 9 of the last 10 or something, or they won a lot of their games in the back half of the year. And like that's the thing that makes these two prelim finals so intriguing is the fact that Collingwood and Brisbane have been the two best sides all year are coming up against the two form sides from the back half of the year in Collingwood and Carlton. So Carlton and GWS, who won, I think, the most games post buys, I think. So yeah, that's so intriguing. And the fact that they're both those sides are in good form away from home in the prelims, it'll be interesting. I'm actually really happy with the prelims. I sort of don't really care who makes the grand final. I'm pretty happy with all 4 sides to be in there because I think it rewards the 2 best sides all year and also rewards the 2 form sides in the back half of the year. So it'll be really interesting to see how this game and tomorrow night's game goes. So, but we will be streaming again for tomorrow for the Brisbane and Carlton other prelim final at the Gabba. That's a 5:15 start, I think, Eastern Standard Time. I think so. Bit of a odd time to. Well, not I'd say not odd time. It's just different. It's not, I thought it might have been Saturday night, but I know that prelims they have done the past where they've done it as a twilight game. So, Corey, it's 9 of the last 11 as I lost to Sydney and Port. Okay, so I forgot the Sydney game. I remember they lost to Port. I just couldn't remember the Sydney game. But thank you, mate. So, but yeah, 9 of the last 11's very, very good form. So, there's McCreary, who is in my side. I haven't seen Keith or Murphy yet, but funny enough, I have been seeing a fair bit of like your Cogs and a few players that I've got. So yeah, Cogs started well, still Sidebottom started pretty well. So they're the 2 leaders in terms of fantasy points so far in the game. Crisp, he's got it. Yep, Collingwood get their second goal. Good start for the Pies. Yeah, but as I said in the comments, let me know what your predictions tonight, and let me know by margins as well. If you've got AFLW fantasy questions and stuff, feel free to. There goes Nick Dacos coming on to the field for the first time since he injured his knee against Hawthorn. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you've got any AFLW fantasy questions. Obviously, we had one game tonight, but if you've got that. Any question regarding AFL fantasy, anything, put it in the chat. Let's keep the chat going and keep it pumping through for the whole night. There will be a FPL stream if anyone does Fantasy Premier League. I'll be doing a stream straight after this, the Watchalong. So it'll be about 10 to the east. It'll only be about 10. It'll only be about not 10 minutes. It'll only be about 20, 25 minutes. It's not going to be a long one. They never are. It's just sort of me going through my team. And sort of going through the most traded in out players. And I did use my wild card in FPL. So if anyone wants to see my side, make sure you tune into the stream after. Yeah, Solbomb's had a good start. He's up to 29. I think I had him in one of my. I originally had him in my side over Dacos, but I decided to go for Josh Dacos. I just thought he's going to have a big game tonight. Solbomb again. That's a lovely kick. Hits up to Goey. And no, couldn't quite get on the boot. I thought Collingwood might have had their third goal there. Corey, it's 5:15 as the Broncos are afterwards. That's why they don't like clashing. Yes, I was going to say that I knew there was a reason why the AFL like putting their Saturday night, the Saturday prelim on as a twilight. And yeah, that's why I kept forgetting about the NRL. Not my fault. SA we just don't follow NRL here. Yeah, Sidebottom up to 32. Yeah, big start. Didn't have him, which sucks, but that's okay. I don't expect anything out of draft stars anyway. It's I know it's just so hard, like, and because there's so many people that enter 5, 6, 7 like lineups each, and they just do little tiny variations in each side. So it's just so hard to pick a lineup that's going to score the most points and actually get a side that's actually going to win. So sort of the hope is you just double your money. That's pretty much sort of the hope. Giants are going to play a bit of possession. Good mark by Callum Brown. I do like Callum Brown, actually. I think he's a really good player. Daniel's there. Him and Bedford are going to be points. That's a lovely kick to Lockie Keefe, who is it downfield? So what? Wait, what? What happened here? I'm very confused as to what happened there. Because Callum Brown's lining up. That's just stupid. It's a stupid call. Lockie Keefe marked it closer to goal. They should have just paid. If it was a free kick for something, they should have paid advantage. Is Does anyone know what that free kick was for? I've got no idea what that free kick was for. I didn't see Callum Brown, which I disagree with that free kick completely, because if it is a free kick, pay the advantage and let Lockie Keefe have a shot from 15 out directly in front. Like, it stitched the Giants up right there. So, yeah, I don't really get what that was for, but oh well, I can't do anything about it. It's Tom Mitchell. This will be his first final in a little bit as well. Did Hawthorn play any finals when Tom Mitchell was there? I can't remember. I don't know if this is Tom Mitchell's first final since he played at Sydney. I can't remember, because obviously he only moved to Collingwood this year. So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I'm still sort of confused about what that other free kick was for. But yeah, been a hot start. Giants have settled a little bit more into the game now, which is good. Obviously, it's good to see them settle a little bit. I don't want it to be a blowout. That's the one thing. I don't want to see like a blowout in either prelim. It's the same when you watch a grand final. You don't want to see any blowouts unless you go for the side that blows the team out. Tom Mitchell, good hands. Cogs going there. Good tackle. Cogs has started pretty well. He's been right on. Yes, there's Keith there. I don't think Nathan, but Nathan Moore's got 7. Okay, that's all right. He's doing okay. Side bottom been everywhere so far. Yeah, so I have McCrew's on 3. That's not great. Murphy's on 7. Mason Cox is on 18, which is good. He started well. Anyone else? Josh Dacos on 11. I looked at DeGo, but I took him out. There's Elise Z12. Show us the game. Unfortunately, Elise, so I can't. I'm not allowed to show the stream. It'll be copyright claimed, and my videos and stuff will be demonetized. So unfortunately, I can't. But if you want to stick around and listen to the watch along and get involved in the chat, then feel free and watch the game in the background on the TV or computer or iPad or wherever how they're watching the game. Corey, 2018, he was in the elimination final and semi-final they played in. Okay, yep. So yeah, I couldn't remember that far that fourth and west. So there you go. So his first final since 2018. So it's been a minute for him. So who's that out there? Is that coming? No, Jack Buckley. Jack Buckley's a good player. I still don't understand how he wasn't in their round one team. He was a late in for Lek Alia, and he's kept his spot ever since. I think that Giants have got, they're arguably two of the best key defenders in the game. I think they're a very, very good duo. Tom Green, good kick. Darcy Cameron getting back to defend. Yeah, it's a ball up in Giants 50. Giants need a goal. Giants would not need a goal. They'd like a goal here to sort of steady. They're steady, but they'd like to just get a goal and get on the board. So obviously, when you're playing Collingwood at the MCG in a prelim, you got to be right on it from the get go. So yeah, Tom Green's been a bit quiet to start the game. He's only had the couple of the one touch, I think, which was that kick that he got before. There's another one there for Tom Green, so he'll make his way. He'll get a fair few points. But yeah, so actually, let's get we'll get the draft stars tab opened up on here. So I'll keep updated as to how the side is going throughout the game. Finn Callahan, one of my favourites. Really, really rate him as a player. I think he'll be a superstar. So I'm looking forward to seeing how he goes moving forward. DeGoey, free kick. DeGoey started well. I probably should have put him in my side. I had him there, and I don't know. I probably should have, if I see him, I probably should have gone, because Tom Green was so expensive, go Tom Green down to DeGoey, use that cash on top of a Murphy or a Keefe or something. But, oh well, can't do anything about it now. So we're currently 3,556 out of, I think there's over 6,000 people. So yeah, Who are my unique? So actually, Keith and Murphy were near 20% each. They're actually selected by a few people, which is interesting. Maybe people are doing a little bit what I was doing, trying to get those uniques in. And there's DeGoey again. So DeGoey's really going really well. He's up to 30 points. So would have been good if I had him in the side. Yeah, so yeah, Giants haven't been able to get their hands on the ball too much. Well, as you can see, there's only 5 players so far over 10 points. And Collingwood have already got, I think, nearly what's that? Nearly half their side or over half their side have already got at least 10 points. Bobby Hill, no, kicks it to, I think that was that coming on the line? Lovely kick. That's a Lloyd, I'm pretty sure. There's Nathan Murphy. Marco, that's not the best handball. Nick, if it is to Dacos, that's probably why. Good toast by Bedford. He's been one of the, I think he's not as underrated as what he was earlier in the year, but I thought he was a very, very good pickup for GWS. That's a great handball by Toby Green to Josh Kelly. That ball went out, didn't it? Yeah, I thought so. Look at that. That's Dacos. He's just so good. He's so good. He's had a quiet start to the game, but that's probably not surprising. He started on the bench, obviously, and the fact that he's been out since what was it, round 18 or something like that. He's been out for a while, so no surprises that it'll be a slow start. But there's still side bottom again. Probably should have put side bottom in my side. No, I thought I have to have Stephen Cornelio and Lockie Whitfield for one, because I just think that they'll go well. But two, the fact that the last time I actually won a draft sales contest, I came third. I think Collingwood played Giants in the semi-final. It wasn't the prelim, the one that Giants won. It was another. I think Collingwood won the semi-final. I think it was it the year that Collingwood made the grand final against West Coast? I think it was that year. They played Giants in the semi-final, and I came third. I think I won like $1,300. So if we can repeat something like that tonight, that'd be good. Lockie Keefe getting involved, which is good to see. He was the one that hadn't touched much of it. And I've got Hoskin Elliott as well, who is normally a pretty safe player. Actually, is a cheaper player. Oh, that'd be at least a free kick. That's not 50. I'm sorry, that's not 50. He's trying to spoil the ball. He's just marked it and he's cladded into him. It's not a 50. I should be doing that. Is that Dacos has got it now? I think so. McStay started right as well. Oh no, that wasn't McStay, but McStay's just marked it then. So I don't know who marked it before that. Who's it? Oh, was it Pendles? Really? Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, see, McStay was another one I thought about putting in. I thought, well, Mason Cox or Darcy Cameron's going to get one of Buckley or Taylor. Mycheck's going to get the other one. And I thought, well, McStay might actually be the guy that gets the third defender, like a Connor Iden, and might actually go, all right. Should have probably backed my judgment in a little bit there, but he's missed it. It's a bad miss, that one. I don't think Collingwood have quite been able to see the fruits of having Dan McStay in the side. Obviously, he's had he's been injured a couple of times, so he hasn't been able to have that continuity of playing this full season. But if he can stand up in the two finals, then I think Collingwood will be pretty happy with their investment. So I'm interested to see how Whitfield goes tonight as well, because Whitfield might, if he plays well tonight, and whether Giants win or not, it might actually be a guy that I look at bringing into my AFL fantasy side to start next year, just because a lot of defenders are going to lose defender status. There's not going to be too many sort of standout options, so he might be Murphy with a tackle. So Murphy and Keefe are doing okay in my lineup, which is good. So, we've had a few people disappear from the stream on Twitch. Maybe people were expecting me to be showing the game on on the stream, and maybe then it's funny, as soon as I said that I can't show the game, we went down from about 20 people watching to about 10. So yeah, maybe people were hoping I was going to play the game, which I would love to. I would love to have like a box on the screen playing the game, but I'm almost certain that I'd be done for copyright by Fox Footy and Channel 7 and whatever. So can't do it. So apologies for anyone that was expecting me to play it on there. Whitfield getting involved now, which is good, getting a little bit busier. He had Tom Green short, and he decided to go longer to Keefe, which I thought he might have got a free kick there, Lockie Keefe, but not to be. DeGoey again started. Him and Sidebottom have been the two best players on the ground so far. McCreary, no, couldn't take the mark. Tom Green didn't get much for kick away. McCreary, another tackle. McCreary loves a cuddle. Still only on 7 points though, which is disappointing, especially when a few of those other cheaper forwards that I looked at, like McStay, are over 20 points already. Probably not the right choice for Maynard then. He had a Dacos for a handball and decided just to bang it forward to sort of no one in particular. Of course, Maynard in the middle of pushing and shoving. That's not a shock to anyone. Heel to Dacos. Dacos, that's a great kick. It was like probably a few centimetres, about probably a foot away from being a great kick. It's well done by coming there to get a kick away. Here goes the Giants, sort of as they always like to say, the Orange Tsunami running through the middle of the ground. Free kick to Toby Green. So it looks like Quainer is the one that's lining a lot more up on Toby Green at this stage. A lot of people thought Maynard would be the guy that would get the majority of the time on Toby Green, but we'll see. I think McRae said pre-game that they're going to sort of, whoever needs to go on him will go on him. So I guess we'll see how it all goes. Keefe being held there, that was a free kick. Should be a free kick to Lockie Keefe. Yeah. And of course they pay advantage. And Jack Riccardi misses it. They shouldn't have taken advantage. It was a stupid advantage to take. You got Lockie Keefe, who's 40 out, direct set shot, and he could have potentially put it in, and they decide to play on and have a shot from the pocket. Sneaker, who scores more this week, Gardner or Bowers? I'm backing in Bowers to go big. Like don't get wrong, I cannot say anything negative about Laura Gardner, but the only thing probably splitting it for me is that we rarely see players go back to back huge scores unless your name is a Garner or a Bowers or someone like that. So I think Bowers was down last week, 104 down. Like that for a lot of players just is a solid score. And Gardner went absolutely massive last week. She's got West Coast, which obviously helps. I think Gardner will go about 120. I think Bowers is going 135 plus. I reckon she's going big. So for me, I think it's Bowers. But if you're talking about captaincy wise, Sneaker, I think both are great options. I think Bowers is probably the safe play because that's what a lot of people are going to do. If you want to go someone unique, or it's not going to be crazy unique. 'Cause I think a few people go there, but if you want to go someone a little bit unique, more unique than a Bowers, then Briggs has just dropped an absolute sitter of an uncontested mark then, and he would have lined up for goal. If you want to go a bit sort of against the grain, then I think Laura Gardner is a very, very good play. Josh Dacos starting to get more involved as well. He's actually had a decent quiz up to 25. Yeah, Giants are just under pressure every time they get the ball, but they've got past the pressure. So now that they've got the whole open side free, so got Whitfield center of the ground, and then they go to Toby Green. Yeah, Johnson want to kick one before they've at least stopped Collingwood. Brent Daniels taking the marks. He's gotten free in the 50s, but they've been able to stop Collingwood from. Collingwood had a good start, kicked the 2 goals pretty early, but they've been able to stop Collingwood from sort of piling on like 4, 5, 6 goals in the first quarter. And they've been able to keep it. And if Daniels kicks his goal now, Giants they're always in the game anyway, but it sort of makes them feeling pretty good considering they've been able to sort of and he's hooked it. You can't be missing chances like this against Collingwood at the MCG. You can't be missing your first 3 shots and expecting to win the game. You got to be taking your chances when you can. McCreary, good. Actually, now my players are doing okay. Funny enough, they're going okay now. And it's like even the cheap players I was worried about are actually doing okay. Nathan Murphy's the lowest one, and Keith's there on 12. But if they can get 12 to 15 points a quarter and get 50s, that's all I need. As long as the expensive players I got go big. And I thought Whitfield's on a lot more than 13. I swear like they've missed some disposals because I feel like he's had a big start to the game, but maybe not. Just a dangerous kick. That's a free kick to DeGoey. Has to be. Yeah, DeGoey's had a huge start to the game. I had a feeling DeGoey was going to go well tonight. I just wish I put him in my side. I had a feeling he's going to go well, just because it's been a while since he's had a big game. But all of Collingwood's midfield are standing up at the moment. Like Sidebottom on the wing's going great. DeGoey's going very well. Pendles, Mitchell, Dacos on the other wing, Jack Crisp. Like they're all performing really well. There's not really anyone that's like Nick Douglas has been quiet, but he's on the bench for the second time in the quarter. He's sort of first game back, so it's not a shock that he's going to have a slow start. But Josh Kelly's actually, I was going to say Josh Kelly's been quiet, but he's on 25, so he hasn't been quiet. Darcy Cameron's on 25 now, which he's overtaken Mason Cox. Now Mason Cox all of a sudden is the lowest scoring ruck, I think, on the ground. Or is Briggs? Oh, it's actually Briggs. Briggs isn't even on the page there. He must be under 10 points. Oh, now he's going to be over because he just got a free kick. Cogs kicks it straight to Darcy Moore. Cogs has been a little bit quiet. He had a huge start in the first 5 minutes, but sort of been quiet in the last sort of 10, 15 minutes. But should be a tackle for Whitfield there. Yeah, I think the way that if I get win draft stars is I need to rely on my expensive players, Cogs, Tom Green, Whitfield, Josh Dacos. I probably need those guys to all have pretty big games. Otherwise, I should have just started with Sidebottom and DeGoey, who were a bit cheaper and value. I was tempted if I put a second lineup in, I would have gone real value across the board. So I would have gone probably Mycheck, McCreary. Midfield probably would have been Cogs, DeGoey, Sidebottom, maybe then fit Josh Dacos. Actually, Hosniak would have been the forward line. Maynard again. Seriously? Why every time? Can he just ever play a game where he just doesn't get in pushing and shoving? It's a bit ridiculous. The quarter time, Giants 3 behinds, Collingwood 2-2-14. So Giants are able to steady and sort of keep it from not blowing out, but they weren't able to take their chances when they could have had a couple of goals. But we got game on though. But yeah, so you got Sidebottom and DeGoey has started obviously both 40 points each. Daniel Lloyd's on 30. He's had a good start as well. Then you got Howe, Crisp 27 each. Darcy Cameron and Scott Penderby 26. Then Dacos and Mitchell, like Josh Dacos, Tom Mitchell, and Josh Kelly 25. And then you got a heap of other people there. So how's draft stars going? I don't think it's going particularly well. Yeah, so we're ranked 3, 9, 5, 8. So again, we're in the bottom half. Yeah, we're 80 points off of the top. So it's just, yeah, you can never really enjoy draft stars, unfortunately. We'll see. It says Mason Cox on 5th. He must have been the guy that gave the free kick away to Briggs. Everyone's on 10 points, which is good. There's no one that's doing absolutely awful. It's just I don't have those big scores. Like McCreary, Keith, Murphy are doing what they need to. It's just, yeah, Whitfield is 19. He needs to be doing a lot more for me because I paid up for him. Same with Tom Green, Cogs, and Dacos. But it's not actually shocking, really, if you look at it. It's just that I don't have side bottom or to go eat. Like if you look at the person that's on top, he's got a completely different lineup. He's got Lloyd, Daniels, Degoe, side bottom, Josh Kelly, Lipinski, Ash, Iden, and McStay. Yeah, I should have. I was looking at McStay in the ruck instead, and that might have made me go McCreary to Daniels. That might have been different, but I wouldn't gain much points from that anyway. But no, so we'll see how we go. But yeah, I'm not sure how we'll go anyway. And actually, no, who have I got tonight? So Dacos been quiet, but I've got in my GameDay squad. How's Maynard and Moore gone? Moore's on 6. Maynard is on 16, so a bit quiet from both of those two. Green, Kelly, Whitford. So obviously Green's doing okay. Kelly's doing all right. Whitford's doing okay. And then Cogs, Green, and Daniels in the forward line. Cogs is doing okay. Toby Green is doing okay. And then Daniels is a bit quiet, but yeah, we'll see how we go anyway. But if anyone's got anything to add in the chat, feel free. Let's keep the chat going. Make it interesting for me throughout the whole thing. If you've got anything you want to put in there, feel free to put it in below. AFL, AFLW, AFL finals, anything. Put it in the chat and we can keep it going. But if you are enjoying the stream so far, make sure you do leave a like, as always. Leave a like there and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you're new around here, our next goal is 1,400 subscribers, and we're currently on 1,303, so 27 away from the 1,400 mark. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do bottom right-hand corner. Corey, live rank in AFLW is 21 after tonight's game. Mate, you're having a good year. You got really, really well. I started well. I've just had a couple of weeks I fell back a bit, but hopefully I can rise. I like my trades this week. Bringing in Hannah Priest, Charlie Rowbottom, and Ty Smith. I think it evens out my whole side, but I've also got players who've got ceilings there. So going Benicio and Ty Smith, I don't think I lose a lot in terms of, like, I don't think I'm losing 60, 70 points. I think that if anything, I might lose 10, 15, maybe 20. But I feel like I can gain 40, 50 points on top of Lister. And then I think I can gain a few more points from going Riddell to Rowbottom. So I like the trades. I'm currently 829 overall, but that's because I had no one playing tonight. So what did I drop? 500. I dropped about 450, 500 spots tonight. So it just shows a few people around me. You've got a fair few people have got a Kate Hall, Karen Paxman, someone like that in their side. So yeah, hopefully my players go okay from after that. Any late updates? Oh, yeah, it was. I went up about 100 spots in. I don't want the other guy's team there. I just want my side. Oh, McCreary got a tackle added. That's why McCreary tackle added for him. So 19 points from McCreary is pretty good, actually. As I said, draft stars line up. Considering that my lowest score is 13, that's both Keith and Murphy, which I'm not shocked. It's just Mason Cox, Lockie Whitfield, Tom Green, Canadio, Dacos are the ones I'm probably relying on, and then McCreary just have a solid game. But no, we'll see how we go. As long as I can finish in the top, what do you need to finish in the top to get the double money back? Finish top 1,800, you get $32 back. So that doubles my money. So as long as I finish in that, that's probably the main thing. But if we can finish top 250 to get the $50 or top 100 to get 60 odd, and then obviously if we happen to somehow finish up the top there, that would be lovely. But I don't expect it. Well, I've just gone up again. Did they add someone? No, it doesn't look like it. Maybe it was just the McCree one was a late update. But no, I'm up to 3536 now, so not too bad. And I don't think I'm actually that far off of the teams at the top. So we'll see how we go. But second quarter is about to get underway. And there we go, bounce. So Dacos starting in the first CBA of the quarter. Lockie Bird, are you showing the game, lad? Sorry, Lockie, I can't. I was saying a few people have asked that before. Unfortunately, I can't because of copyright stuff. If I show the game, it'll be the stream will be taken down for one, and then two, my sort of channel would get like a warning for showing copyrighted footage. So unfortunately, we can't. But make sure you stick around while we watch the game together and get involved in the chat if you like, mate. But if not, then appreciate you just jumping in anyway to get in the chat anyway. Corey Blackledge, my trades are Lister to Charlotte Thomas, Carney to Daisy Darcy, and Postlethwaite to Paris McCarthy. Yeah, I like those trades. I like them. They're good. You're getting a I think in and around the mark for a top 5 defender in Thomas. I know you're going Carney down to Darcy, but you're getting that cash there to do that move, and then going Postlethwaite to Paris McCarthy. So I don't mind those trades at all. Dacos again. But yeah, no, because as Lockie said there, as I said before, I really do wish I could show the game. I really do. It would be a good thing because then instead of having the TV set up there, I'd be able to have the game right in front of me here. I'd probably be able to listen through my headphones of like commentary and stuff of the game. And we'd sort of be able to watch it together and actually be like an actual watch along. But the fact that copyright and stuff we can't is disappointing. But hey, I guess if most people that are tuning in, hopefully you guys got the TV on or other computer or something else on, and you're tuning in on the watch along in other ways. But appreciate everyone that is tuning into the watch along. As always, if you're enjoying it, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. As always, the goal is 1,400. So 97 subscribers away from that. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do. It does help out. And I know that on my analytics page that there's 60% of people that view content on the channel haven't actually subscribed. So it just takes 2 seconds. It helps out massively. So if you just click subscribe, that's all you have to do. You don't have to come back if you don't want to. It just helps out. So, but yeah. And then if you want to go even further to support the channel, there is a super chat button there. So if you'd like to put in a message, a request, a reasonable request, obviously, or anything like that, then feel free to do that because that's always very, very much appreciated. So, Keith there, good. I'm actually starting to feel a little bit better about the side I've done because Keith and Murphy are doing okay. So I feel like that if Murphy and Keith can just continue going along at their okay rates, I might actually be able to do okay at this. The fact that, yeah, so we'll have to see because to go inside bottom obviously started massive, but they've last 5 minutes of actual game they've slowed down a little bit. So fingers crossed that they don't go absolutely massive, and I can make up some ground on the people that have got that. So Whitfield as well. So that's a lovely kick, Callum Brown. Got to make this count. This one, it's got to go through. Got to put this through. Can't afford to miss a 4th shot for goal. So let's see if Callum Brown can put this through. He's a good player. I like Callum Brown. He's missed as well. 4 behinds. You're not going to win a game of football. Bad kicking is bad football. That was a lovely, lovely kick by Whitfield. Put it on an absolute plate for Brown, and he shanked 2 shots. You're not going to win a game against Collingwood if you're kicking behinds. Well, you're not going to win a game against anyone if you're kicking behinds, but especially Collingwood at the MCG in a final. It's just because Collingwood are going to go down the other end and make you pay. So it's Briggsy. Briggsy getting a little bit more involved as the game goes on. Apparently, he was under a injury cloud. That was something that I think they were asking Craig McRae about in the pre-game stuff. So interesting to see if that's actually hampering him or not. And is that DeGoey again, or is that Dacos? I can't tell. Oh no, it's Chris. It's not even either. That's 50. McCreary just walked straight through the mark. Hogan, that's a good mark. That's a mark. You pay that. Yeah, good mark. Now, can Hogan get the distance from 55? That's the question. He's handed it off to... who did he hand it off to? Let's get a goal anyway. Toby Green. There you go. You can do it all. You can kick from 50 and kick from the pocket, anything. That's a big goal for the Giants. Keeps them right in touch. Like, they've missed these chances, but it's only 5 points. So right in the game. They've been able to defend. Giants' defense is very, very good. Sam Taylor's, I think, the best key defender in the game in terms of one-on-one. I know that there's whatever the champion data stuff that they say that Wiedering is better, but Wiedering's great. He's probably 2 or 3, but I'd rather Taylor in my side personally. But that's just my opinion. I think Jack Buckley's very underrated. I think he's very, very good. Iden's a very, very good third defender to have. And then just sort of complemented by Lockie Ash, Lockie Whitfield, Harry Himmelberg when he's back there. Like, they all work really well together. So I do like their defensive unit. There's Cogs. Tom Green. It's a good kick. Or just missed. Quona just getting in the way. Is that McCreary? Yes, good. Good. McCreary, Murphy, and Keefe, them getting points is an absolute, is gold. McCreary's free again. Go back to McCreary. Actually, is that Murphy? No, Maynard. I was hoping that'd be Murphy then. No, Josh Kelly outmarking Darcy Cameron. That, you don't sort of see that every day. It wasn't a good kick from Maynard. It was a very pointless kick. He had Will Hoskin Elliott a little bit closer to him. That it would have been he probably would have marked it, and he decides to go to a contest. And I guess I know Darcy Cameron should be being Josh Kelly, but it wasn't a very good kick to him. Tom Green. I think that's Tom Green. Himmelberg's been quiet, actually. He's been one that hasn't got much of it. No, there's Tom Green. It wasn't Tom Green. I think it was Sam Taylor that took the mark before, but Tom Green lining up for goal. This is what the Giants in front. I'm talking about like Collingwood but Collingwood have really not sort of got too much going attacking-wise, more probably because of Giants' good defence, but Tom Green lining up to put Collingwood in front. Collingwood a couple of turnovers in their defensive half, which has caused Giants to have a couple of early shots at goal. So, again, if you're going to win games, you've got to take these chances. Tom Green is pretty much straight in front. What is he about? 45 out. We'd be kicking from about 50. He's got it. It's a great kick. He's got distance. Yeah, it has. Yeah, great kick. Tom Green. That's big. Giants in front by a point. They're starting to take their chances now. That's 2 in a row they've been able to take. And Tom Green now is one of the top scoring players on the ground. He's on 41 all of a sudden. So, yeah, actually now I'd be going okay. I can't be up to 30. Yeah, I'm 2,329 now for the contest with most of our players going okay. It's now, so Murphy, Mason Cox, and Hoskin Elliott are now the ones that are probably a little bit behind the pace, those 3 players, but having Tom Green going well, Dacos going okay, Cogs is going okay, Whitfield is getting a little bit of it as well. So we're going on okay, but it's a bit surprising I'm still 23. I thought with that goal I might have pushed the top. Actually, no, now we're up to 1887. So we're actually up, and Mason Cox just got some points as well. So now we're in the top 2,000. So we might actually have a chance at at Draft Stars. Daniels gets handball. What's going to hit Murphy? Good. That's Murphy getting point. That can't be deliberate. Josh Dacos is right there. Yeah, you can't have had that deliberate. Okay. Our Draft Stars line's going okay now. Get some more points there. So, like, when they add, like, the Murphy points, Hoskin Elliott points, they're the ones I said that were needed points, and Mason Cox as well. But we're going okay. We're going okay. We might actually be all right. Himmelberg takes that out. Be good to check at halftime as well how the that two-line multi one's going. The one that I did obviously just before we started the stream. If that's going, so there you go. Giants had 8 of the last 10 inside 50s, and they've had the last 7 inside 50s. So really putting the pressure on Collingwood now. And if Giants can make a few more, like create a few more chances and kick a couple more goals, it's going to start to be a little bit worrying for Collingwood. So yeah, we're up to 1,602. We're now in the money zone for Draft Stars, which is very, very nice. Hopefully, continue on this pace. Well, players have had a good quarter. Doesn't help when DeGoey keeps going pretty well. He's had a very good game tonight. But I didn't actually realise that. I completely didn't even cross my mind that Keith was actually sharing the ruck with, and he was the second ruck to Briggs. Because if I knew that, I would have put him in lineup and not even thought about it. Because I thought, well, you need value. So Himmelberg starting to get a little bit more of it now as well. Himmelberg goes over just over the head of Keith then. So Brent Daniels is going all right as well. He was one that I was keen to put in my side as well if I would have done a value sort of an even team, just because of he pretty cheap. Josh Dacos there. So Josh Dacos playing really well. It's just Nick Dacos has been quiet, which is probably not exactly how we thought that he would go. I think I had him for 25 touches in the most. That's probably the one that's going to cost me actually putting him in. I probably should have just left it at the start, but well, he's probably going to work in the game. Might go okay after. Went on by Cogs then to get the ball off of DeGoey. Tom Green, Daniels. Good tackle by Murphy though. And who's coming? Cummings at mark side bottom. So Cummings lining up for goal. Giants creating problems for Collingwood at the moment. A few people have in the chat down. I'll just gotta hold on. It's been halfway through the second quarter. Low scoring game, plenty of time to go. The Collingwood fans are worried. Not too many cheering going on. And Isaac Cumming, he's kicked it. They've kicked 3 in a row, the Giants. They're up by 7 points. This game's definitely turned from what it started like. There you go, Nags Head Hotel in Sydney. The Giants fans getting excited. So yeah, they've started well. They've come back nicely. Corey, Giants by 10. I said want them to win. Yeah, well, looking there's Nick Dacos. They need to get him. I know that he's been out for a while, but they got to start getting him involved, because when he's up and going, that's when Collingwood are at their best. Is that in the back against Bobby Hill? Yeah, free kick to Himmelberg. He's got Whitfield right there. He's taken 50,000 years to pass it to him, so that option's now gone. That annoys when players do that, when they look at an option which is the right option and then they don't do it. and they're just like, I don't know. It's just like, just pull the trigger. There we go. Just ticked over an hour for the stream as well. It's been a pretty good stream so far, which is good. Plenty of people coming in and out of the stream, which is good. Hopefully we get people sticking around, but we did have a fair few people a little bit ago, which is good. Good tag by Briggs there on Chris. But Collingwood just aren't. The Giants are defending well. They're just not able to get their sort of run and carry going at the moment. Collingwood that they sort of had in those first sort of 5 to 10 minutes of the game, and Tom Green's starting to really sort of take over. That's a free kick to Josh Dacos, has to be. Yeah, like Tom Green's definitely been the best player on the ground this quarter, and he had a slow start, but he's starting to really work himself in the game. So. Jason says traded Bowers to row bottom to go Kelly to Morrison. Hopefully get Bowers next week after another 100K price drop. I would not be doing that. I would not be doing that because one, I wouldn't be trading Bowers at all. And also the other thing is I wouldn't be going Kelly to Morrison because Becky Webster has been named for Geelong, which means that Morrison won't be getting as many CBAs as what she's been getting. So I would be boarding those, Jason. I'd be doing different trades. And I wouldn't be trading Neve Kelly anyway. She's been very, very good. I'd be probably doing a few other trades, Jason, but it's up to you. But yeah, Becky Webster's been named, so I don't like Morrison as a trading option. I and a few other people have looked at maybe trading her out next week, and a few people looked at it this week. I looked at it this week. I just thought the Port matchup was just too good to sort of pass up, and that's holding the ball. Buckley's caught my check there, so Giants are holding up to the pressure very, very well. Like they are that team that can literally go and play anywhere. Like they play anywhere, they can win anywhere. Look at the two. Like for example, I'm a Crows fan. Look at the two games against the Crows that Giants had this year. Round one, it was that really, really. I don't reckon I see Darcy Cameron take many marks cleanly. He always taps it and then takes a second grab. Like the game round one. There's Nathan Murphy. Good. Points are absolutely gold when him and Lockie Keefe get it. Good mark by Jack Crisp there. He's been pretty good as well. And McCreary. So McCreary and Murphy getting involved in that passion play, which is huge for my draft side with both getting +6. So McCreary's over 31 now. Murphy is, I think he'll be up to 19. No, 26 actually. So doing okay. And then Keith is on 22. So Keith's actually now the one that's been quiet. So round one, the Giants, when they played the Crows, hot game. Crows were completely dominating the game. And then Giants came back in the second half and just found a way. Even the game that Giants played at Adelaide Oval, Crows were winning the game pretty comfortably, but they just weren't taking their chances in accuracy, which cost the Crows, I think, this year. As much as the Ben Keys thing sucks, I think came down more to Crows inaccuracy throughout the year. Giants found a way to win at Adelaide Oval because I love Adelaide Oval. That's like their second home. They win every game, I reckon, at Adelaide Oval. They lost, obviously, they got smashed by Port earlier in the year, but they won the game when it mattered, which was last week. Is that Tom Green again? It's a 50 apparently. So I don't think it was. I think it's to Callahan actually. Jason, abort, mayday. Yep, yeah. I think that's. It's a bit like that, yeah. So yeah, Jason, just find a couple other trades and see what you want. And again, if you find some trades and you want my advice again, let me know and put it in the chat, and I can let you know what the trades are like. So Sobonson, a risky kick, trying to go to McCreary and to his disadvantage when Buckley was there. So Toby Green was just able to walk in there with no one manning him up to get the ball. Like that's poor defending by Collingwood, allowing Toby Green just to go to get the ball with no one on him. Well, it's a free kick to Collingwood, so Markov's been okay tonight. He's getting a bit of the ball. Yeah, for me now at my draft size, it's probably Cogs now that's starting to let me down because he's there's Dacos. Gives it to Bobby Hill. So this is what they haven't been able to have, this run and carry. Quainer, who's a great kick, gives it to 2-on-1 though. It's not really the best kick. Ooh, Elliott. Lipinski's been probably a bit disappointing, to be fair. I know that he had that shoulder injury in the preseason, had to get the have shoulder surgery, but I thought he was going to be going to Collingwood to be one of their midfielders and be one of their inside midfielders, but he really hasn't been that. He's been just like a high half forward. Like he left the Bulldogs to essentially do the same role. So he's been and he hasn't really been effective aside from his first probably handful of games at Collingwood last year. So Cogs, good. This is what we need. Good. Need Cogs to get more of it. Josh Kelly. Very well did. Good defending by Howe then. Cogs, what a turn. That's a lovely kick. And why is Riccardi and Lockie Keefe in the goal square, both by themselves? Wow, this game not going to plan at the moment. Riccardi should be kicking it from here. He's 15 out, not much of an angle. Yeah, yep. Goal. 12 points. Collingwood up by Giants up by 2 goals. Jason, Taylor and Buckley could be the best defender pairing in the league. Both are young too, I think. Yeah, I was saying that before, actually, Jason. Yeah, they're definitely the top couple of defender duos in the comp and key defender duos. So yeah, they both are young. I think they're both under 25 from memory. I'll have a quick look on here where we draft stars now. 849th. Wow. Okay, we're making some good ground. It's just Mason Cox is not. He's only on 26. I didn't expect him to go big anyway. Hoskin Elliott's quiet as well, and then Lockie Keefe, but they're probably only coupled. Like Murphy's doing what he needs. Actually, no, Keefe's doing okay. Murphy's doing what he needs to. McCree's doing. They're all doing what they need to. So, Jack Buckley is 25, and there was Hoskin Elliott there, so you got a touch there. And then Sam Taylor is 24. So yeah, they're going to be there for a while together. So my check, they need this, and he's missed it. Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, the Corey just said there. Buckley 25, Taylor 24. That's probably the other thing, that the reason that I'm doing okay at draft stars now is the fact that this game isn't a hugely high scoring fantasy game. Like most people are, it's pretty even in terms of scoring. Like the highest score is 57. A fair few people in the 40s and 30s as well. But no, as I said, if I've used top 1700, that's all I can ask for from draft stars. Went a bit different tonight as well, going with a couple of really, really cheap players to get the expensive players in. And still a half as well. I remember what was a couple of weeks ago, I was top 1,000 for draft stars, and then all of a sudden it went from that to I was outside 3,000 second half. So there's Nathan Murphy again. Is that a mark push in the back? Did you push him in the back though? That's the thing. Did he actually push him and shove him in the back, or Lloyd's been pretty decent tonight? There's Tom Green, who's definitely been the best player on the ground this quarter. He's had a big impact, kicking that goal and just sort of getting his customary just sort of touches just around the ground. The thing that's been impressive with him this year is that last year we saw a little bit of, and then Dustin were giving it to Nathan Murphy. That's what we want to see, mate. Tom Green last year was good, but for the first sort of month and a half, and then sort of fell a little bit away, especially back half of the year. Whereas this year he was able to. I know that he was out for a bit. There's Mason Cox. Good. We need more of that. He was obviously out for a little bit. No, hang on. No, it wasn't. No. No. Didn't he got injured? He was out for hamstring injury. Dacos. No, can't snap it. Just not happening for Collingwood at the moment. was out for a few weeks with a hamstring. That's what Tom Green was. And then he came back and he was just able to sort of continue on what he was doing early in the year, just going at 110s, 120s, just consistent. So he's definitely going to be a player that's going to be in our fantasy sides for years to come. He's still very young. I think he's 23, might be 22 maybe. He's still very young. He hasn't been playing that long. Actually, what is his age? Tom Green, 22. Yeah, there you go. Nick Dacos. He is starting to get a bit more of the ball though. He was up to 31 points now, and he would have been probably, I think, sub 10 points in the first quarter. Mason Cox. No, couldn't quite mark it. That would have been handy if you grabbed that. Side bottom, and that's out in the full. I don't know if Thomas should have got a free kick there. It looked like he got taken high. Callahan, good handball. Good tackle by Hoskin Elliott. Probably a little bit unlucky not to be ruled. I know he got a kick away, but Crowley a bit worse where there. Cogs. Is that Tom Green? I think that's Tom Green. Oh, that's selfish. Hogan is absolutely spewing. Yeah, I reckon it was Tom Green that had the shot for goal then all year. That looked a bit of an ankle tweak. Or was that he's grabbing the hamstring? That's not good for Riccardi right on the eve of a potential grand final if they were to win this game. Mason, is it free kick? No. I don't know who had a shot for goal then, but completely burnt Jesse Hogan. Now, Riccardi's staying out there, so maybe he's okay. He's waving the trainers off, so he must be okay. But I guess we'll see anyway. Nick Dacos, lovely hands. Oh, Hoskin and Tom Green going in there hard together. It's annoying. Mason Cox and Keefe are rucky at the moment, and I want them to score points, but they keep spoiling each other, and it keeps just sort of nothing happening. Darcy Moore, good mark there. If he goes back to Nathan Murphy, that'd be handy. Is Nathan Murphy even there? Yeah, he's there for the switch if they go, but I don't think they're going to go to him. They're going to go to... Oh, no, actually, no. Yeah. How going to Murphy then? Good. I'm actually a little bit surprised of the points that Murphy and Keefe have been able to get at the moment. I expect them to be on like 10 points each and not even be in the contest for it. But Corey Badger was Toby Green who kicked the shot. Okay, so yeah, was a bit selfish, which Toby Green's not normally known for. Like he's normally known for passing it off a bit as well. There are moments where he does take on himself to hit the goal, but that was probably one he should have passed off. So is that half time? Oh, it's half time. I thought there's still another couple minutes to go. There you go. But Giants up by 10 points, half time. 2-6-18 Collingwood, 4-4, 28-4 Giants. So interesting. Jason, Brisbane are getting kissed with the two Ashcroft brothers. Apparently, younger brother is just as good and also backed it. Yeah. Well, but then again, I could say the same thing about Collingwood. They got gifted with the two Dacos boys, but that's just how it works. Like Crows will get Tyler Welsh, who's Scott Welsh's son, who has got big raps on him, and he'd probably be a top 15, 20 draft pick. But he'll be obviously going the Crows. It's just that's father son. That's just how it works. A few people have said that they maybe get rid of the father son and allow these other players to play for other teams, maybe. But I don't know. I've never really had a problem with the father son. It's just luck of the draw, really. But yeah, there you go. So a few players over 50. You got DeGoey's top scoring 65. Then you got Tom Green is second with 57. He had a big quarter then. Then you've got Jack Chris still side bottom 55. I think he said to Jack Chris 56, side bottom 55, Jack Buckley 53, and then Howe is on 50. Then you got Penderbury, Cameron, Quainer, Josh Dacos, Canelio, Ash, Whitfield, Kelly, and Sam Taylor all on 40 points. So that quarter, just going to get up Tom Green's quarter. Yeah, there you go. 9 disposals, kicked a goal, 37 points. They never tackled. So if you had tackles, that would have been a huge quarter. How are we going with draft stars? Do we drop? Do we rise? No, we rose. We rose another 100 spots. We're up to 746 overall. So we're 1,000 spots clear of the double money. So we're looking okay. What do we got? We've got Whitfield 42, Murphy 37, which is surprised at how well he's going. That's very handy having a basement play on 37 at half time. Tom Green 57, Canelli 43, Josh Dacos 43, Hoskin 34, then McCreary 38, Keith 23, and then Mason Cox 32. So maybe the difference that you make is you go Dacos down to someone like Callum Ward or someone like that, and then you go Lockie Keefe up to someone that's going all right. So that's probably the only difference. But no, going all right there, which is good. And then it's good that Dacos picked up because I've obviously got him in GameDay Squad, the gold. So that was good he picked up. What's Maynard and Moore doing? Moore 25, Maynard 36. So not amazing. And then who else have we got? Tom Green obviously going very well. Josh Kelly's going okay. Whitfield going okay. Cogs, Toby Green, and Daniels. What are they on? Cogs going okay. Toby Green 38. Daniels 33. That's okay. Not amazing, but not awful. Corey, it's like Bailey Scott. I'm happy he chose North over Geelong with his dad, Robert Scott. Yeah, was his dad at Whitfield just got 3 points. Was Robert Scott, was he at Geelong and Bailey Scott decided to go north, or was that how that worked? I can't actually remember if that was the case or not. There you go, Whitfield up to 45. So we've priced another 100 spots with Whitfield's kick being added. So we're up to 642nd overall. So this must be something with Collingwood and Giants with draft stars that I like enjoy doing it for. But yeah, so there you go. That was good. Just quickly doing something. Give me a sec, guys. If you are tuning in, if you are just tuning in now at halftime, appreciate. Excuse me, you guys tuning in. If you are enjoying the stream so far, please leave a like on the video. How many likes we got on the video? I'm going to quickly have a look at how much we've got. We have got 4. So we've got 10 watching at the moment. So 6 people are currently haven't liked it yet. So if you can just click a like, it takes literally 2 seconds, but it does really, really help out. Gets us straight to more people. Hopefully get more people staying for the stream and whatnot. But no, I appreciate everyone's support on the Watchalongs. The Watchalong's been getting better since, because I remember the first week we had the couple, I was unwell as well. We didn't have too many people tuning in, but the last couple of Watchalongs have been good. We've had a few extra people tuning in, which is good. The chat's been going along as well, which is always great. Righty. Okay. Perfect. I was just seeing if just a message, a couple people if they want to jump on the stream. As we know, it is always good when there's extra couple people on the stream on here. Keeps the chat going. Yeah, Corey. Yeah, he got 100 gains per club, and I decide on both for fast. Okay, yeah, okay, that's what happened. I knew there was something that happened with that. I just couldn't exactly remember what it was, but there you go. Any points added? No, did I just go? I went up another 30 spots again. I'm up to 621 now. Not bad. Three. So what? What's that? What's that? 48 points off of seventh, which is the $1,000, and top is 69 points away. So it's not definitely neither one's possibility that we. Again, I'm not going to win. But I'm looking here. The guy that's first has got the exact same lineup, and he's first and second. Nelso 14. I still think that I know that there's there's over 600 teams doing it. The more people that do it, the more money that's on offer. But I sort of feel like, yeah, and I'm looking in like the top here, like there's the guy here. It's got like 3 lineups in the top 20. Another guy's got 3 lineups, all 22nd. That's the only thing that makes Draft Stars annoying and DFS probably not as fun is that you can't just enter it casually and really have a realistic chance of getting it because people do this like properly and they enter like multiple lineups and stuff. So yeah. Hey, here's Mark Lancaster with Travis first. Still got no idea what it means, Trap Mark. I was going to tell you Travis then, mate. I would like, mate, one day you'll probably put in the chat what it means. But I've got no idea what Travis first means. I don't know what it means. So, mate, if you ever feel like you want to share with us what Travis first is, then feel free. The 2 people that I know that puts some good things in chat is Mark there with Travis first. Just that's the only comment he puts in, and then String Bean, who's always coming up with the good questions. So I don't know if String Bean's watching, mate, but shout out to you with all the funny questions he asks, which is always good. So, all right. Yeah, if you tune in a bit late as well, I said that I'll be doing if you guys are into FPL, Fantasy Premier League, I'll be doing a live stream for about 20, 25 minutes straight after the watch-along here. So I would be, I'll just go through my side for the upcoming game. I've used my wild card, so people that do FPL, they'll know what that is. I've used my wild card, so I've got a completely different side, which is good. So if you guys want to tune into that, make sure that you do. I'm actually going to share that to Twitter now as well. The fact that that's going to be after. Because yeah, I'll be streaming that. So that'll be what 10 o'clock when I'll be doing that. My time, so it'll be about 10:30 Eastern. We'll go for about 20 minutes. If any, because I want people to tune in if they do FPL because then they've got questions, so I can actually answer some questions at the end. Because we haven't had any questions yet, so I guess not. We haven't had too many people tune into it just yet. It'll obviously build hopefully over the season. Hopefully get more views as we do more. I'll be doing it by myself, not no guests. I've had guests the first couple, but unfortunately couldn't get anyone on. So, but that is okay. I'll go through. It's good. It's good. Not a bad night to be by myself because I got my wild card side, so I can just talk through my side. And I guess FPL is a bit like where you can do it by yourself. It's not because you can talk about plenty of stuff. So, all right. I'm just going to quickly share this on Twitter. I keep calling it Twitter. I don't know if I ever call it X, to be honest. Just so used to. All right, so. believe that is 2 p.m. UK time. No, it'd be about, what is it, 1:30? Yeah, no, half, yeah, 1:30 UK time. Yeah. I'm putting UK time in the tweet just because some people tune in from. Where's the eyes emoji? There it is. All right. All right, that should be good. I've tweeted that out. Perfect. All right. Characters. I've never liked how Twitter does that, where you've got a character limit. Be good if you could do unlimited, but I guess that's the way it's always worked. And I think if you pay, isn't it? If you pay for premium on Twitter or X, you can put as much as you want. I think from memory. I'm just sharing this to Facebook as well. I've got a Facebook page. If anyone wants to follow my Facebook page, it's BailshD, as it is everywhere. So I post I just post all the video stuff and links there. But if you just want to go support it, then feel free. All the links to socials are in the comments or in the description. Sorry, I should say. So if you want to follow that, make sure you do. But you want to definitely follow me on Twitter and Instagram. They're the two that I use a lot, and I use for all my content mostly. I just put Facebook, the link stuff up. So make sure you just follow me on Instagram and Twitter. But feel free to follow Facebook as well. Oh no, damn it! I've put the. Oh no, actually, I was correct. 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. Okay, good. I got worried for a sec there. All right, so that's posted on Facebook. Perfect. All right. No, so so Mark hasn't commented. Watch this. I don't know what this Travis First is. I would love to know what it is. If anyone knows or has any idea or wants to take a guess, feel free, because I've got no idea. Closest thing I can even think of is, I don't know, Travis Head cricket, but yeah, that's about the only thing. Oh, perfect. All right, that's all done. Okay, any updates in Draft Stars at all? So went down. Oh, come on, that's ridiculous. They took away that kick from Whitfield again. So I went back down 116 spots or 117 spots, so down to 738, which is still good, but just very, very frustrating that they're bloody taking points off. Annette Lang, William. So yeah, I don't know what this name thing is. but I've got no idea. But Annette, thank you for putting in the chat the name of William. So appreciate you guys getting involved in the chat, even though I have got no idea what exactly it means. But that is okay. Well, Causa B, thank you for following me on Instagram, mate. But yeah, if you haven't liked the stream, make sure you do subscribe. As always, bottom right hand corner. We're 97 away from 1,400 subscribers. I wish that I could get it set up, and hopefully I can get a better computer at some point where I'd get notified when people subscribe and would come up with their name. I know the Ball Boys have got that working. When someone subscribes, you get notified. I'd love to be able to do that and shout the people that subscribe, because I'd appreciate everyone does subscribe. Wouldn't have imagined that we'd be up on over 1,300 subscribers at the start of the year, and we're over 1,000. So yeah, it's been fantastic. So Corey Bladge, I've always thought that Bales. I've always thought that Bales, what these chats are, what they mean. All good. Here to follow you, Bales. Oh, thanks, Corey, mate. Thanks for following as always, mate. Legend. And yeah, mate, I've got no idea. I don't know if they're. I don't know. Again, I don't know if they're bot accounts and they just do the same thing, or if they mean something. I don't know. I don't know. I question it so much. It's not like I'm going to win money questioning it. So I just move on. Yeah, but I got no idea. No idea what it means. I'm sure one day we'll find out what it means. This halftime break has seemed like a long time. Feels like it's gone for a while. I'm still feel like it's been ages, but if you're watching in the chat, put in just literally thumbs up or yes that you'll be tuning into the FPL live stream. I just want to know how many people from here will actually go to watch the FPL stream. I'm just keen. We've got a few people watching at the moment. I'm keen to see how many people watching now are going to be tuning into FPL after this for half an hour. I'm just sort of keen to sort of know how many people that tune into videos on the channel do FPL, because obviously it's a very, very popular game. I think there's like over 10 million people that do it. So, but yeah, if you are tuning into FPL after, put in the comments and say I'll be there, or say yes, thumbs up. Weird thing is, normally the regulars that follow me will know that I normally get hungry at halftime, but I'm actually okay at the moment. I'll get hungry as soon as halftime. Sorry, as soon as the game finishes. But Corey, I would if I played FPL. As nothing about it. Oh, that's all. That's all good, mate. It's all good. I know that soccer's one of those things. People love it or they hate it. They either follow it or they don't. And I know there's not any other. There's no other possible conclusion. You either follow it or you don't. But yeah, a lot. See, Dacos said 12 touchdowns. I thought he's quiet. Actually, we didn't check the multi. We'll quickly check it now, actually. Okay, I knew there was something that I was forgetting to do. So we had Whitfield for 25. Actually, we'll get the AFL app open. So we had Whitfield for 25. He's on 14, so he's on track. We had Tom Mitchell for 20, and he has had 9, so he's on track enough. Toe Grant, anytime goal scorer, he's already kicked a goal. Hogan, anytime goal scorer, he hasn't kicked one yet. Bo McCree, anytime goal scorer, hasn't scored one yet. Tom Green have 100 plus, he's on track. DeGoey to have 20 disposals, he's going to hit, he's only 3 away. Josh Key to have 80 plus points, he's on 42, so he's on track. Mason Cox to kick a goal, hasn't kicked a goal yet. Dacos 25 is on 14. Sorry, he was on 12 at halftime. Bobby Hill to kick goal, hasn't got one. And then Dacos for 80 plus, and he's on track. So it's really those, the goal kickers at the moment I probably need to get one. So who do we need? We need Hogan, McCreary, Cox, and Bobby Hill to kick goals. So hopefully those guys can get on the board. And then we'd actually potentially have a chance at the multi actually paying off, which would be nice. because the disposal and fantasy points are all on track. Well, it seems like no one tuning in is going to be tuning in FPL, so that's disappointing. Hopefully, a few people tune into the FPL stream that I'll be doing after this. It's only 20 minutes, so it's not too long. So Brent Daniels, no, he's trying to kick too far. He's gone out. It's going to go out. My screen just completely just sort of glitched for a bit, and it came back. Mason Cox straight down to Toby Green. And Toby Green kicks it. That's a great goal on the left foot. That was a bad hit out by Mason Cox. Straight to Toby Green. That would be a great hit out if Mason Cox was wearing an orange jumper. But Giants get the perfect start to the second half, up by 16 points. They get that little bit of breathing space again. So, yep, not going to plan. As a South Australian, I wouldn't mind the idea of a Giants Brisbane grand final. For me, I want one of two options. I want a Brisbane Giants or I want a Carlton Collingwood. I want it to be full non-Victorian or like Carlton Collingwood, because Brisbane Giants, I can't remember last time there was just a grand final where two teams that weren't from Victoria were in it. And then Carlton Collingwood, if that was the grand final, there would be over 100,000 people there. It'd probably be the biggest crowd at an AFL game for probably 40 years, however long it's been since I had 100,000 at a game. Definitely be the biggest crowd for an Australian sporting event since COVID. So that'd be pretty cool. So there's Whitfield. Daniels has been good tonight. He's on, 45. He's on 51. Gives it back to Whitfield. Whitfield, that's a lovely kick. Whitfield, in the second half of the year, to his credit, has been like the Whitfield of like when he was like right in like great form. Turn six, I think was the last time as Corey. Yeah, it would have been. Yep. Yeah, because it would have been West Coast Sydney. Because 07 was Port and Geelong. 08 was Geelong and Hawthorn. 09 was 09 Geelong St Kilda? And then 2010 was Collingwood St Kilda. 11 was Geelong Collingwood. 12 was Hawthorn Sydney. Was 13 then Hawthorn Freo? And then there was around there as well as, let's just say 14 was West Coast Hawthorn. 15, I know it's probably not the right years. It's sort of, because then another Hawthorn Sydney again, there's Mason Cox there, Hawthorn Sydney again. Then Adelaide and Richmond. Bulldogs Sydney. I'm not going in order. Bulldogs Sydney, Giants Richmond, Richmond Geelong, and obviously then the ones of the last couple of years of like Geelong Sydney last year and whatever. I've probably forgotten a couple. I sort of almost trans myself out there. I was just like forgot some, but yeah. So yeah, it would be definitely turn six as the last time. So, but yeah, but then I'd love that. But then also Carlton Collingwood would be pretty cool. The AFL, I think, would love that. Would like it because they'd be definitely bringing in a lot of money with Carlton Collingwood in the grand final. Was that Ash? Yeah, Callahan, Ward, Ash. Just their run at the moment is just very, very good. Cogs had Whitfield there. Yeah, just their run and carry at the moment. The Giants is just getting Collingwood at the moment. Murphy handball. Why is that coming? Not the best kick. Quainer. And out of bounce. Ooh, that could be dumping. Is that a dumping tackle? No, I didn't think it was. It was just sort of the last action that when his head went closer to the ground. This again, players. So Murphy's on 42. That's very, very impressive for a player that I was basement. I didn't expect him to go this well, but and there's Lipinski there. Or Elliott and Taylor. Collision there. Yeah, wow, we're up to $4.68. The contest, we're up to $37 now. So yeah, so now who? So Macecock's had a good start to this quarter because he's on 43 now. So it's now who's under 40? Hoskin Elliott's on 34. Keith's on 25. So it's just Keith and Hoskin Elliott now that are probably just got to sort of lift a little bit. But since the first quarter, we've just made slow, gradual ground. And I'd love to sort of have live scoring for GameDay Squad as well, because I'd like to sort of be able to see both, but it's obviously not live scoring just yet. I'm sure that's probably something that they're probably thinking of bringing in, which would be fantastic. Mason Cox, that'll be out in the full against Callaghan. And that'll be going to Tom Mitchell, which is good. I need Tom Mitchell to get his 20 touches. DeGoey, who's been good. He had a big first quarter. It's funny, he's been good in terms of fantasy for the last couple of quarters, but hasn't got as much of it from what I've seen in the last little bit. So that's the one thing. That's why I do like Whitfield, how he does that. They should have gone short to Whitfield. Then when he leads, he demands the ball and he sprints for the lead. That's one thing I do like about Whitfield. I did say he was on my never again list, but looking at Buckley ankle, that didn't look too great. Looks in a bit of pain there as well. I don't know if has he gone off. So that's the other thing as well. Keith, I would have put Keith definitely in now thinking about it, because if Briggs was a little bit injured, I think Keith probably have more time in the ruck in the game. So good tackle by Brown there. Tom Green, another clearance. Josh Dacos getting the handball out. I think was that Ash intercepted? Gives it to Whitfield. Lovely kick again. Oh, it's like Cameron just got a hand in, but it was a very, very good kick. Keith. Good kick. Keith again getting a couple of points here, which is nice. Josh Kelly over the head of Hogan there. Josh Dacos. See, the feeling I've got with my team at the moment in draft size is the feeling I had that same time that in that contest when I actually got a fair bit of money from draft size, is that I felt like every time my players were getting a lot of the ball. Is that Dacos or is that DeGoey? No, it's DeGoey. DeGoey might be the one that cost me a little bit not having him on my side. Because if I had him over Josh Dacos, for example, and I know Dacos doing okay 40, but I'd have an extra 30 points if I had DeGoey, which maybe that puts me in the top sort of couple of hundred. Turns it over. Is that Darcy Cameron? Yeah. Darcy Moore. McStay. But no, we'll see. It'll probably be like that now, and then I'll probably start. That's a mark for Bobby Hill. So Bobby Hill, this will be good. Hopefully, puts this through because he was one of the anytime goal scorers I had. No, so we actually moved down 130 odd spots to 611, which is surprising. Rock's doing okay. Defense is going well. Midfield's going okay besides Hoskin, but I was never going to not pick Hoskin. He's the cheapest midfielder there. And then Keith and McCreary are starting to fall a little bit behind. They're the two of the three players that are under 40 for me. But Keith, I never expected to go big. I said as long as he got 50, but the rest of my players did what I need to. That's what I need. Bobby Hill kicks it. Collingwood needed that one. Back to 11 points. So we need now Mason Cox, Jesse Hogan. Is that it? I reckon they're the two goal scorers that we need. Because with Bobby Hill kicking that goal there, I reckon it's just. I expect Hogan to kick. I can't imagine Hogan going through the whole game not kicking a goal. I know it's a tough defence, but McCreary was the other one. That's right. Yeah, McCreary. Yeah, so we need McCreary to get his goal. Yeah, so I still think it's probably a little bit out of reach. Probably need those guys to kick their goals to be a realistic chance. Tom Mitchell, DeGoey, Lipinski. So Collingwood starting to get a little bit of a roll on now. Their players getting involved. Oh, Crisp had the chance to give it to McCreary then. That was a poor decision. He had a chance to give McCreary the handball on the up and he decided to hold it, which was not the right call. Tom Green. Here's Callaghan again. Callaghan getting a little bit more involved in the game after a bit of a quiet first half. McStay, that's a good mark. Against Sam Taylor as well, who rarely gets beaten. Very, very good mark by McStay. And Collingwood need this. And I think I'm actually starting to probably slip a little bit with drafts. As soon as I said, yeah, look at that. I shouldn't have said anything. I shouldn't have said anything about draft stars. I should have just said, yep, going along well. Shouldn't have said I'm getting that feeling that we're going well because now we're down at 1387. So we've actually fallen like 700 spots in the last couple of minutes. And we're now down at 1387. We're still in the money bit, but this is how it felt when I fell out last time. So not too great. McStay kicks the goal. So, yeah, the two changes I would have made to my draft size lineup in hindsight would have been Josh Dacos down to DeGoey and then going McCreary to McStay, which fair enough, McCreary and McStay are actually scoring the same amount of points at the moment, so I wouldn't gain anything, but yeah. Because DeGoey's on 81, Dacos on 48, so it's nearly double the score. Yeah, because if I had DeGoey, he's the sort of the big one. He's the only player over 65. He's on 81, so he's clearly I think he's been the best player on the ground. I think Tom Green's been the best Giants player. So, should have got up half time. Now I feel like I really want to sort of stretch. Be a Collingwood back to within 5 points now. That's the couple of goals that they needed. To go again, breaking from the centre. Collingwood really starting to get on top, and Sam Taylor takes the mark. Tom Green, how he got a kick away there, I've got no idea. Bedford, Callum Brown, got to make it count. He's kicked it. Great goal. Great goal from the pocket on his non-preferred as well. Giants get that little bit of breathing space again. But it's funny, he kicks that one, which is harder on his non-preferred, and he missed the two set shots. It's funny how some players can miss easy shots and then they get put in the pocket not thinking about it. I think, again, it comes down to that mental aspect. They're lining up for a set shot. They're thinking about it and putting it through, whereas they're not even thinking about it. They're just going on instinct, and when it works. So it is just quite funny. But no, Callum Brown gets that goal, and much needed for the Giants after Collingwood started to get a bit of momentum there. Good handball by Bedford, though, as well. Yeah, it's a very good snap by Brown there. And yeah, the Giants supporters would definitely be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief there after probably getting a bit worried. Now I'm at 1686 for draft size. So yeah, now it's all gone downhill now. I was all excited, yeah, and now we're 100 points, over 100 points behind first now. We're now 80 points behind top sort of few. So yeah, I think Unfortunately, the draft stars, like the other night, we had a good first half. We're at about the same sort of spot. And then for some reason, second half, my players weren't scoring anywhere near the same. Again, a lot can change. I just dropped like 900 spots, like here. And Elliot marks, and Elliot will be lining up for goal. Seen goal for goal in this quarter so far. Except for Collingwood kicked 2 goals to 1, so not really. But Elliot, very quiet game, 2 disposals, only the one behind. But as I always say, it might not be your game, but it might be your moment. And Elliot, who's a guy you don't really doubt when he's had a bad game and he has a moment, he kicks the goal. Collingwood back to 5 points. So, yeah, we've got a game on. Got a game on. Well, it's been 14 minutes since we had 15 minutes since we had a comment in the chat. So feel free for anyone to put a comment in the live chat. It's what help keeps the stream trucking along when people get in the live chat. So if you are watching, got 10 people across Twitch and YouTube. So make sure you get in the live chat. If you are just lurking around, say good day. Put an emoji in, something like that. Whatever you want. Oh, wow, far out. McCreary. No, can't get that one there. It feels like now every time someone gets the ball, I can't actually remember the last time one of my players touch it, like Chris, side bottom, Quainer, like all the players I don't have are the ones getting the ball. So I shouldn't have said anything about the draft. It wouldn't have mattered. I said it wouldn't have mattered. It's got nothing to do with it. It's got to do with the game. Just annoying that as soon as I said that I felt was starting to feel good that my players are scoring points, is when they stopped. And I'm probably outside 2,000 again now in draft size. I'd imagine I've fallen out of the cash bit. Yeah, there you go. 2,148. I've fallen down 1,500 spots in this quarter. I've gone from I was feeling pretty good. The team was going well, and now that. But yeah, and you look at the team now. You got McCreary, Keefe under 40 still. Now you've still got Cox, Murphy, Hoskin Elliott, Josh Dacos, Keefe, and McCreary all under 50 points. And then you've got Cogs 56. Wait, did McCreary kick a goal? Hey, we got one of our anytime goal scorers. We got one. McCreary, and he puts Collingwood in front. Collingwood in front by a point. Well, that'll put me up a few spots, I guess. Yeah, we've still got a few people under 50. We've only really got Tom Green, Cogs, and Whitfield doing anything. And Dacos is the one I took a bit of a chance on as a bit of a pod in this one, but that's okay. But McCreary gets the goal, which is good. Yep, Corey, there it is. Yep, there is the McCreary goal for the multi. Yep, that's right, mate. So we just need Hogan and Mason Cox. Well, I'm yawning a fair bit at the moment. Just need Hogan and Mason Cox to kick goals, and we'll be good. And then we just need the fantasy points and disposals, and then we might actually get that. I wouldn't mind if the multi came off and the draft stars thing didn't come off, because at least you sort of get something from the game. There's been plenty of times where I get nothing, but it's just a bit of fun, just while the finals are on. Whitfield looks a bit proppy. So yeah, there you go. Collingwood have been in front for 35 minutes, 54 seconds, and Giants have been in front for about 39 minutes. So both teams are taking their turns being in front. Daniel Lloyd. It's a long kick, and he's hit the post. So scores are level 6-6 apiece. Dacos, there you go. Dacos looks to be playing a bit more in defence at the moment. I wish he'd still be a defender in fantasy next year. That would have been handy. Would have been good to put him in our defences next year, but I don't think that'll be the case. Does it play on? I thought they would have paid a mark there. I wasn't sure if they paid it because Buckley and Mycheck had a lot of. Oh, actually, no, they probably didn't hold on to it long enough because Himmelberg just stole it out of their hands and just kicked it. So maybe that was why. So I put Mason Cox in for anytime goal scorer. I just thought maybe Darcy Cameron rucking. There'll be times where Cox is forward, and I thought maybe he might be able to just take a clunk and kick one from the goal square at some point. Bedford, no, curled it too early. Puts Giants in front though, by a point. Cora, can't wait for AFLW tomorrow. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. I didn't have any players today in the game for Hawthorn and Melbourne, so I've got a fair few players tomorrow. I'm going to be up a bit earlier than what I'm not a morning person at all. I sleep in a fair bit. I've got a really bad sleeping schedule with EPL, like the FPL, or EPL, I should say, not FPL, with Premier League and NFL. There's Josh Dacos there. Can't take the mark. So yeah, when that's late at night, I don't have a good sleeping schedule. So I'm going to wake up at 10:30 my time tomorrow to watch Crows AFLW game, and then there's going to be games throughout the day, which will be good. And then you got the prelim final, Carlton and Brisbane, and then obviously the Watchalong for that as well, which will be good. Yeah, I'm definitely outside of the running of the money thing now, unless the McCreary goal put me up. My check. Did I have my check for a goal? Well, he puts Collingwood in front. No, I had Mason Cox and Hogan. No, I was thinking about putting my check in, but I didn't. That's okay though. He was very, very cheap. Did we go? Oh, we only went up. No, we went up 100. Then we went down 300 spots. So we're 2309. So we're 600 spots outside of the money. The money ranks for draft stars. Again, it's Keith is now sort of starting to cost us a little bit, only being on 31 points. But it's not just that; it's the fact that getting him meant I paid up for like your Whitfield, Green, Cornelio, Dacos, and Green and Whitfield are doing pretty well. Cogs is okay, but 56 points. What 5.5 minutes to go in the third quarter? Got to have a pretty good last sort of bit to be good. And then Dacos only on 48. He's the one that's costing me. If I had to go that's an extra near 40 points, and that would definitely put me in the money range. But and there's the go again. Lipinski and Crisp. So all the players I don't have. And Crisp on the run. No, missed it. That would have been big guy if you put that through. Yeah, see, Giants, if you look at all the Giants scores, it's Collingwood are now, like Giants got a lot of players in the 50s and 60s, but they don't have many players over 70, whereas Collingwood got 3 people. I know that 2 of them are on 70 exactly. Chris was, but now he's on 74. Daniels trying to punch it. Couldn't. Oh, hang on. It worked out. Gets to Toby Green. That'll be. Oh, no, they played it on. That's interesting. Most times when Toby Green gets taken high like that, they pay it, but they didn't. They said play on. So I don't mind that. I don't mind the fact that they call play on, because too many times players are just able to lower their shoulder a bit and they get taken high and then they get a free kick. Again, it's different when they actually genuinely get taken high, but when they do the whole shoulder move and they get taken high, that's when I'm not a big fan. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, he did it. Yep. And I actually like the fact they didn't pay that high. I like that, because Toby Green, all he wanted to do then was do that. He just wanted to get taken high. That's the whole point of him doing that. So I'm glad they actually didn't pay that. I'd like to see them pay less of that. Got a few extra people tuning into the Watchalong now, which is good. If you have just tuned in, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, make sure you leave a like on the stream and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, hang on, at the back. No, not quite for Collingwood. Giants are just doing enough at the moment to stay in, because Collingwood are threatening, and they look like they could kick a couple of goals late in this quarter to really sort of get a bit of a margin here. Elliot, no. Tom Green, who's been a bit quiet in this quarter, had a big second quarter, but hasn't gotten a heap of the ball in this quarter. Dacos really starting to get involved, playing in defence. Bad handball by Taylor. Go to him, but he get nowhere to go. Mason Cox. Oh no, is that? No, it's a free kick against Collingwood. Don't know who that was against. Is that'll be Hogan up there, won't it? Yeah, Hogan, all the way up on the wing when I need him to kick a goal. He goes to Keith though, so that's good. Any points he can get is again a bonus. Just need Hogan and Mason Cox kick goals. Still got over a quarter to go. No, Josh Kerr, that's a bad kick. That's an awful kick. It's gone through. It's out of bounds. Luckily for a throw, or is it behind? No, it's a throw in. No, it was behind. That's a bad kick by Josh Kelly. Why are you going towards the behind post when you've got players in like the middle? Try and kick to the tip of the goal square, not on. It's just stupid. Corey, next week the AFL finishes at 10:45 next week with the 4 games on the Friday, my time, long day. Oh, mate, I'll be looking forward to that. That'll be great. The only thing is that the Twitter space I normally do on Fridays before the round will probably have to be Thursday night instead. It'll be Thursday night, and it'll probably be a bit earlier again. Unfortunately, it'll be like I think games at 6:15, so it'll be probably at 5 p.m. Eastern that I'll be doing Twitter space. So it's still an hour later than normal. Dacos again. Yeah, Nick Dacos. This is what we've seen all year. This is him dominating and getting a lot of the ball, and De Goey brushing off there. Yeah, Collingwood this quarter have definitely brought it up a notch, and Nick Dacos might be getting a free kick here for is insufficient intent. Oh, it's a throw in. Very interesting. What is going on here? Okay, so he hit the line. So why are they balling? Why are they balling it up? Oh, umpires they've got no idea. They really, really don't. Most Cox, good mark there. I just don't, I don't know what they did. What was the free kick for? So what was not the free kick? What was the ball up for? It just throw it in. Tom Green. Oh, that's not great kick. Straight up in the air. Pendles. Nope. Cogsackie. Here we go. Giants running through the middle. They've got the extra number. That's a bad kick to Toby Green. Especially when he had other options. Lockie Keefe for a goal. Keefe, he's at the post. But yeah, like Nick Dacos was on, he wasn't doing very well, but now all of a sudden he's on 62 points. So he's definitely doubled his score in this quarter. So Mason, go forward and kick a goal, mate. That's what we need. Don't know what they were showing on the TV in the replay there. Yeah, where's Briggsy? Is Briggsy injured? I've not seen Kieran Briggs this quarter at all. He's been on the bench for 7 minutes, so he's not injured. It's just I just haven't seen him. It's just been non-existent in the game, which is disappointing for Giants because he's been one of their best this year, and a big reason why they've been able to sort of really get back. How they got back into the season. Hogan, is that in the back or held without it? I thought they back the free kick then. Daniels, 5 seconds left. Can they hit a target? No. Howe is in the way. And that'll be 3-quarter time. Collingwood up by 4 points. We've got a big last quarter coming up here. That's for sure. Be very interesting to see who gets over the top from here. So how are we going at Draft Stars? We fell out. I thought actually got players that got points late in the quarter there, but it was 2-4-1-8. Again, it's just I just don't have any of the big players. I got Tom Green, which is great. He's one of the 3 players over 80, but it's just I don't have to go. I've got McCree's okay. I'm happy with McCree. Keith is okay as well. 36 actually now with 2-5-1-1. So yeah, we're falling out now. Yeah, over 130 points behind the top guys. So yeah, I think we're out of winning anything like there. Like it's just the fact that Whitfield, Dacos, and Cornelio for me haven't gone big. If they had all gone well and would be on 80 odd points each, then I'd be in a different spot. But Josh Dacos has been a disappointing one. He started really well and he was looking like he was on track for a good game. And I think I had him for 80 plus points. So he's got to have a 32-point last quarter to even hit it. So I'm probably not even going to get my multi now, regardless if the other players get the points. I thought Dacos was going to have a big game. Josh Dacos was going to have a big game tonight. I thought wing matchup be good. MCG, wide open spaces, you get involved. But has not been the case. And even my game day squad as well, the silver. And that, oh no, I took Josh Dacos out. I thought I had Josh Dacos in. I must have forgot to put him back in because I had Kelly Cher. I must have put Neil instead. Okay, well, I'm not actually complaining too much about with game day squad now. But no, if you this stream is partnered with Game Day Squad, so if you guys have already signed up for Game Day Squad, that's fantastic. If you haven't, obviously the logo here, make sure you go and sign up at Game Day Squad, at gamedaysquad.com.au. Get involved. I know that the AFL, the men's one, doesn't matter too much now because the season's nearly over. But if you sign up now, you get 30 free players. You can start building your roster for next season because that's so like it's actually not a bad time still to get involved in it anyway because you get every Monday you get three free players just for logging in, and you get your 30 players to start straight away. So if you start building your club up for next year, because then as soon as next year starts, you'll hopefully have a good side to put on the park from the get-go. But then also the fact that we've got NBL starting next week, the basketball. So get your side ready for that if you guys follow NBL. Also, you got the AFLW. Again, we're 3 weeks in, but you can still get a side start building your club up. You can still win weekly prizes. There's still, I think, cash up for grabs and packs up for grabs each week. So yeah, get involved. And then you got also the NRL finals and obviously AFL finals, but they're nearly obviously finished. So it's not going to matter too much to them in terms of actual point scoring now, but get involved, gamedaysquad.com.au. And put in the chat as well if you have just registered as well. I'd like to know who has registered from tonight. It'd be interesting to see if we get anyone registering. So make sure you register. It's a lot of fun. And you can pay for packs as well. You don't have to spend money, but you can also spend money as well. I've opened a few packs this season in both AFL and AFLW, which has been exciting. It's going back to like the FIFA Ultimate Team days of opening packs on there, and also going to like newsagent opening up packs of footy cards to see who you get. So, but yeah, no, it's good because all these players contribute to your score. So, I like that. And JS is a Collingwood fan in our group chat. Just said, I would like to be able to watch the last quarter and not have a smash TV. Oh mate, people know how I felt when the bloody Crows they got knocked out. I was out in public, so I had to keep a lid on it. But inside, I was fuming. As I said, I've said to a few people now, I still put down the fact the Crows didn't make finals, not because of that. They made it because they lost a lot of games where they were inaccurate. It was the inaccuracy that cost them. Giants twice, Collingwood twice, Melbourne, Brisbane. Trying to go through the other teams here. So it was Collingwood twice. Geelong down in Geelong, we were inaccurate. Gold Coast at Darwin. GWS twice. Melbourne. The Sydney game, obviously, that we should have won. Yeah, so 8 games. 8 games from the year that the Crows could have won if they were accurate. But again, they didn't win. So I know that's what people are going to say. They're going to like, well, they didn't win, so it doesn't matter. But yes, I'm just talking about that. People blame the Ben Keys thing and say that was the reason they didn't. But our inaccuracy cost us. And Corey, exactly right. Brisbane, you were inaccurate with the Gabba. Exactly right. We win that game, wouldn't have mattered. We would have made finals anyway. So there was like if you'd won one of the games, if you'd beaten Melbourne at the MCG when you were inaccurate, if you'd beaten Giants when you had a big lead in either game, beat Brisbane at the Gabba once, just one of the games. If you win one, they're in the finals. And I know that again, it looks bad because the Ben Keys one. If that doesn't happen, then Crows make finals regardless. But yeah, but on the positive note, they're very young and they've got a bright future. And if they're losing to Collingwood both games, but combined 3 points, losing to the Giants twice, when they should have beaten them both times, Brisbane at the Gabba they should have won, and Carlton who we beaten Gather round. That's not bad. That the 4 prelim finalists we either should have beaten or were very, very close to beating. Should have beat Collingwood at the Adelaide Oval. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, again, inaccuracy. Yep. Javier Ladner, can you say hello? Hello, Javier, mate. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you're going well. Appreciate you coming as the Watchalong, mates. Thanks, Javier. Hello. Final quarter, about to get underway. Who's going to make the grand final? Collingwood or Giants? Who have we got winning from here? I've still got Collingwood from here. I think MCG home crowd, Collingwood do finish games well. So I've got Collingwood. But put in the comments on Twitch, YouTube, wherever. Who do you reckon is going to win? Is it going to be Collingwood or Giants from here? Be interested to see. And then before starting last quarter, make sure you like the stream if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you want to leave a super chat, there is a button there. So feel free to leave any donations if you would like to support the channel more than what you already do. But appreciate everyone tuning in. McStay's been subbed out injured. Thanks, Corey. So Ginnivan, is it Ginnivan? Ginnivan is in the game. So could be good for Collingwood. Bit more sort of like smaller numbers in the forward line could be a good thing in a quick transition game. Whitfield getting the handball out just. Tom Green, good hands to Josh Kelly. Cogs, that's who they need getting the ball in this last quarter. Cogs, Tom Green, Josh Kelly, Lockie Whitfield. If Giants are going to be any chance, Toby Green, another one as well. They need these sort of players getting the ball. Oh, Nathan Murphy just completely turned it over. Toby Green's turned it over back to Maynard. Murphy again. And Murphy, is that on the full? No. Bobby Hill. No. To go. Great spin. And Jamie, a good kick by Bobby Hill there. Jamie, wow, that's a bit silly. You don't know why he played on there. Oh, what a oh no, it's gone through behind Rush, but what a bounce straight over. I can't remember who the defender was. Their head. So, yeah, interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, Buckley. Yeah, it's bounced over his head. Oh, come on, Whitfield, man. I hate when defenders still do that when they just it literally doesn't make a difference if they take one step out of the square. Like, just do it right before you're about to kick. Don't be in the goal square and just kick it while you're in there. It's stupid. You get an extra stat if you don't. You get an extra stat if you do. Sorry. Tom Green, great pickup. Well done, Tom Green. He's so good in traffic as well. That's the other thing that's good about him. Is that Keith or is that Hogan? Hogan's played very high up the ground tonight, which has been a little bit unlike what he's done for most of the year. There's Whitfield. He needs a big quarter again if Giants are going to win this game. Need his run off half back. He's already had 3 or 4 touches in the quarter, so good start for him. But straight to Darcy Moore. Nathan Murphy's there for a little chip back. Darcy, it'd help my game day. It'd help my draft stars lineup, mate. I know there's a grand final line here, but Yeah, Whitfield against Darcy Cameron, that was always a mismatch. DeGoey again, yeah. DeGoey's the first player to get a ton. And unfortunately, he's killed me a bit tonight. If I had him in my side, I'd be in a good spot, but haven't been able to get him. Dacos hadn't touched the ball for a little bit. Nick Dacos, that is, after having a pretty good third quarter. Lockie Ash, not a great kick to Riccardi. Put it right on top of his head. So Collingwood have started to get the game back on their terms. It was the first half of the first quarter was on Collingwood's terms. Then Giants had a majority of it for the second quarter and the start of the third, but it's sort of been the last 15 minutes of actual playing time that Collingwood have been able to get back on top. And to go again, brush for few, handball to Dacos. Dacos to Pendles. No free kick. Callahan. Lovely kick. That is a beautiful kick. Lloyd did not even have to break stride then. Very dangerous kicking board to Whitfield, but lovely turn by Perryman. And Lloyd, Giants have got a couple of players free. Or it's 50. Wow. Because it was that kick was sort of left up a little bit, but the 50 was paid before he kicked it. So Daniel Lloyd will kick a goal here. And we'll get the Giants back in front. Giants will be level. Sorry, my bad. Giants will be level after this. Wow, what a game this has been. It's low scoring, but it's ebbed and flowed, and it's been very, very even. So Giants, after Collingwood looked like they were getting a bit of momentum, Giants get that goal back. Very, very interesting game this has been. And I do hope that the game tomorrow night as well is going to be the same. I hope Carlton and Brisbane is going to be the same. Be in the comments. Put in the comments who do you reckon is going to win from here? Scores level. Who's going to win? Is it going to be the Giants going to get over the top from here, or are Collingwood going to prevail at home? That's the big question. Who's going to make the grand final? There's a grand final spot up for grabs in this last 16 minutes of the quarter. Giants by 5, Corey says. I'd Collingwood by 10 at the start of the night. I think I'll stick with Collingwood by 10 at the moment. But those Collingwood fans there are going to be a bit nervous. I know that a lot of Collingwood fans this week were nervous because they knew that Giants were going to be a very tough test. The MCG, Quainer, good mark there. How are we going at draft stars now? We've fallen away completely now. I'm essentially the exact same rank that I was. And there you go, rapid fire thing again. I got 1 of 5. 2 of 5 in the NRL, and actually for this one here, I've got 4 of 5. Mason Cox has marked it. This could be for my multi if he kicks a goal here. Who have we got? I got Mitchell over Pendles, and Mitchell's 59, Pendles 71. But the other ones, DeGoey over Ash is comfortably DeGoey. Coming over Iden comfortably. More over Markov is very, very close. And then Whitfield over Cornelio I've got there as well. So we'll see if that works out. Mason Cox. He's kicked it. Letting Sam Taylor know about it as well. So Mason Cox kicks the goal. So that's another thing ticked off with the multi now. So all of a sudden, we could be back on. Maybe, actually, Josh Dacos is going to cost us. Actually, he's on 48. He needs 32 points from here, which is annoying. So Whitford at 25, that's going to happen. Mitchell to have 20. I think that he's not far away. Actually, no, he needs 5 touches. That should happen. Toby Green's already got a goal. Mitchell to have 80 plus points. He needs 21 points from here. Hogan to kick a goal anytime. McCrew's got a goal. Tom Green to have 100 plus. Tom Green's on 84. To go and have 20 plus, he's already got there. Most Scott's goal, he just kicked it. Nick Dacos to have 25. He had 20, so he's only 5 away. Bobby Hill to kick goal, he's done that. And then Josh Dacos at 80. So it's just Josh Dacos and probably Tom Mitchell are the two, along with the Jesse Hogan anytime goal scorer. But if they can somehow hit, we're probably looking like we're on track. Keith, free kick. It's going against Lockie Keith then. I thought it was going to go Lockie Keith's way. Yeah, unfortunately, I think Josh Dacos is going to be the one that cost me. And that would have been one I was always going to include. I always was going to include Dacos for 80. I just thought he was going to have a good game tonight. Unfortunately, it looks like that's not going to happen. So it's not like one of those ones where I was like, oh, I don't know if I should include it, because it looks like those ones I was worried about have actually paid off. Actually, besides Jesse Hogan, he's about the only one anytime goal scorer for him. But it's only $2. Bit of fun. There's Ginnivan. There's Josh Dacos. Kicks it there. He needs 29 points in 14 minutes from here. But then Tom Mitchell also needs 21 points. There's Keith again. A few more players are starting to get a few more points again. So Keith's doing okay now. He'd be near 40. And if he can get 50, that was the aim from here. Darcy Cameron Maynard. Inboard to Josh Dacos. Was that Josh Dacos or Nick Dacos? There's Tom Mitchell. No, it was Nick Dacos. Of course it was. The guys don't argue has been great. That could have been holding the ball. He don't argued and he got tackled, and then they both fell to the ground. But then he had time to get a handball. Yeah, 50-50 won that one. Elliott. Oh, hit the post. Good effort from there, though. Far out. 13 minutes to go. 7 points. Yeah, it could have been in the back against Nick Dacos then. It's this funny here. Nick Dacos now on 74. He's now overtaken pretty much everyone from the Giants except for a couple. And he's now Collingwood's sixth highest scoring player. And that was after a really slow start. Obviously, just first game back for a while. Darcy Moore, well done to keep that in. Tom Grant's good kick. Is that Hogan again? I reckon it's Hogan, but again, he's playing way too far up. No, it wasn't Hogan, actually. It was, there's Hogan there. But again, Hogan's up at like 80 metres away from 90 metres away from the goal. Like, would have liked to have thought he would have been playing a bit closer to goal to try and actually impact on the scoreboard. He kicked a cogs, though, which is nice. Hogan is actually in the pocket at the moment. He's made his way down. And cogs straight to Pendles. Not a very good kick there. Yeah, to go 111. Yep, he's cost me 100% tonight. Him v. Josh Dacos, a big difference. 60 points now, the difference between the two. If Nick Dacos in my side, all of a sudden that's on top 1,000 at least in draft stars tonight, with one little change. And going back to, got to retake the kick then. Because everything else actually worked out okay. Just that one decision. And there's Tom Mitchell. So Tom Mitchell only needs a couple of touches to hit the 20 disposal mark. So yeah, it's literally just Josh Dacos still needs 29 points in the final 11 and a half minutes. And Jesse Hogan needs a goal. They're the two that I'm probably a bit worried about. Free kick to Cogs. Interesting. I thought that would have been out in the four holding the ball. I feel like the next goal for the game, again, I'm not saying any big statement or anything, but I think the next goal is massive. If the Giants kick it, it's still game on anyway, but it's still like within a point. Whereas if Collingwood get the next goal, it's going to be back to, not back to, it'll be, 13 points. So they'll be sort of in a pretty good position. So it looks like Giants going to make their sub because Halloran's got he's got the jumper off. He's sitting on the front row of the bench. Oh. Tom Green, great pickup. That's a trip. That's a trip. That's a free kick every day of the week to Tom Green. He tried to get away and he got tripped by the tackler. That's a free kick. Nick Dacos tackle there. He's up to 80 now. Halloran wearing a glove, which is interesting. Must have some issue. Don't know. Is it going to be Keith or Briggs? Is that going to be who? If one of those going to get subbed off? Is it going to be maybe a Riccardi? Someone like that, like a big forward, or are they going to maybe bring on a light for light, maybe sub off someone? I'm not sure. There's Tom Green. He's so good in traffic. And out of bounds. 9.5 minutes to go now. Edging closer to the end of the game. There you go. Dacos up to 23 disposals. After a very slow start. Ward's been subbed. Okay, so that's what's happened. I'm assuming there's not an injury. I'm assuming it's just tactical. Get a bit more speed in the game. Lloyd, good tackle on Pendles there. Oh, wow. Been yawning way too much on this stream. It's annoying. Nick Dacos. Just got away. Wonderful kick on the left as well. Ginnivan. Another go to bounds. Wow. I rarely see that get paid where a player kicks it towards their attacking 50 and then they actually pay insufficient intent for the attacking side. I actually don't that's insufficient intent as well. I actually don't hate that they paid that free kick. Like, I don't like the rule of insufficient intent anyway. I think it's a bit silly. Might as well just be last touch. But if they pay it for in a team's in defensive 50, they should pay it when they're in their attacking 50 because, like, just then, all that Ginnivan wanted to do was get it into the 50 out of bounds. So I'm actually glad that for once they actually paid a free kick about it. But I don't know. I don't know if you guys agree with that or if you guys would rather it not be paid. I'd rather it not be paid and just know and just sort of insufficient intent be a little bit better of a rule. But Ginnivan dived on it. No, that'd be bollocks to go. He's got it now. 8.5 minutes to go now. Iron's another part that's very, very underrated. I keep saying very, very like tonight with people. I don't know why I keep doing very so much, but kicks in ball. It's a good kick by Halloran, actually, to go back to Daniels. Daniels in front of Lloyd's going to go out of bounds. Giants had a chance there. They're at the back a little bit. They could have made something of that, but going out of bounds. 8 minutes to go. Tom Mitchell up to 85 there as well. Just having a look on the screen there. 97,665. That's pretty impressive for Collingwood against the Giants. So again, Collingwood are a massive side, but more if it was Collingwood Carlton, you're like, well, I expect that. But Giants who don't have a huge fan base and Collingwood who've got so many fans, like sort of just shows like if Collingwood were to make the grand final, even if it's against Brisbane or Carlton, there's a realistic chance there could be 100,000 people. That's high. That'd be a free kick to Iden. Is that not a? Oh, come on! That's a free kick. That's every day of the week. He's bloody take him on the neck. God, these umpires are useless. They are crap. God, people think I'm a Giants fan the way I'll say that, but umpires are. I just I know it's a hard bloody gig to be an umpire, but I don't care. There's so many mistakes they make. They train all week, don't they? I swear they train all week. That's what they're meant to do. It's just frustrating. Oh, Adam Kingsley a bit agitated on the bench. Tom Mitchell again, so I think it'll be his 20th touch now. Yeah, it's just Josh Davis still 51, so it's not happening. 7 minutes to go. He's not getting 29 points. You have to take 5 marks, 5 plus 6s or something like that, and I doubt that's going to happen. Briggsy, who's been a bit quiet tonight, not been the normal performance, and Hogan, there he is. Hogan hasn't kicked the goal all night. I think he missed a chance earlier. Brigsy's on 59, so he's not been terrible, but it's when you've got like Darcy Cameron 75, Mason Cox is on 80, even Keith's on 40, so not that far behind. Oh, Corey's just, I must be like 10 seconds behind because Corey's just said Hogan goal. So does he kick it? Or was that more just saying hopefully a Hogan goal? No, Hogan goal, there it is. Hogan gets the goal, but it's going to be unfortunate that it's not going to matter because Josh Dacos is going to sink it unless they chip it around for a bit and he gets a few really quickly, then we could be on. But he would need at least 3 quick plus 6s to be in with a chance because Mitchell's hit. Everything else is hit now, except for it's going to be Josh Dacos. It's going to cost me, I reckon. So having a look, I'll just have another quick look at it now. Whitfield for 20. Oh, actually, is Whitfield close to 20? Whitfield would be close to 25, wouldn't he? Yeah, Whitfield's on 24. That'll hit. Mitchell's needs 20. Mitchell's on 19. That'll hit. Hogan goal. He's kicked it. Green for 100 plus points on 94. That'll hit as well. Nick Dacos to have 25 plus. Nick Dacos on 24. It's literally just bloody Josh Dacos for 80 points. It's going to cost me. Which sucks because that I think it's about $100. $100 I would have got back if he was able to do it. I don't see it happening unless he can get some plus 6s in quick succession. But it's too much of a close contest for Collingwood. The only way is if Collingwood go into chipping mode and then they can get free. Well, there's Whitfield. He's hit what he needs to. It's just because I always had Dacos for 80 plus him. I think I never really thought about not putting him in there. I just thought he was going to have a good game tonight. It's unfortunate. There's always something. I don't win many of my $2 multis I put on. There's always one thing that happens that I'd get wrong in the game or that doesn't pay off. Because most of the game's actually been on the other wing. The game early was on Josh Dacos' wing, whereas this game has been a lot more on the far side or the opposite side to Josh Dacos. There's Hoskin Elliott. Good tackle by Halloran. I was about to say Hoskin Elliott getting some more points for me, but it's a great tackle. Got him by the jumper and able to get him down. Five minutes to go. Hogan, good mark. Giants go inside 50. Toby Green. No. It's down towards their 50 though. It's going to be a good finish. It's going to be a very, very good finish. Anyone changing? Who do we think gets it from here? 5 minutes to go. Who gets it from here? I still think Collingwood will find a way. But I'll tell you what, Giants have really come back in the last 5 minutes and been able to really get back into it. There's Josh Dacos. He needs, what is it now? What's he need? 27 points now. So that's not going to happen. It's been the last 30 minutes of game time for Josh Dacos has been poor. His first part of the game was good. He was getting involved everywhere, whereas he's only scored 15 points in the last quarter or so. Oh, Nick Dacos just turns it over. Josh Kelly. Go inside 50. Lockie Keefe. Nah, good defending by Murphy then. Toby Green from the boundary. Nah, he can't do it from there, can he? Oh, you're kidding. Oh, no, it's a mark. Goal umpire's was very confident that was a mark as well. See, that I don't mind him backing because he's right there and he's seen it. It's just the fact that the stupid umpire with the bloody Ben Keys thing, bloody stupid call. Anyway, we'll move past that. Under 4 minutes to go now. Hoskin Elliott straight up in the air. Or you know, going back. No, he couldn't take the mark. Collingwood have got Collingwood got like 4 people out the back if it gets out. McCreary. Good tackle, Whitfield. Tom Mitchell. No, in front was Perryman. That's a big mark. Whew. Every little moment now is massive. Drop marks, missed kicks. It's all massive. It's got to you can't make mistakes now. Darcy Cameron, good mark. He's taken last couple in one grabs very cleanly. So this is where if this was on Josh Dacos's wing, this would be perfect because he'd be able to get a few +6s now, but just not going to happen. Oh, actually, no, there he is, +6. 21 points he needs. Gives it to Tom Mitchell. If Josh Dacos could call for another +6, that'd be nice. I don't think it's not going to happen. He's probably going to get 2 in the next 40 seconds. Goes to Nick Dacos. To go on the bench. And there's Nick Dacos. So Nick Dacos is on 97 now after a slow start, and he's been able to make his way to a pretty decent score. Tom Mitchell gives it to Nick Dacos. That's Nick Dacos' ton, I reckon. Keith, my check. McCreary tackle. He loves a cuddle. It's funny, Nick Dacos 100. Tom Mitchell's got 100 as well, actually. He's sort of done pretty well in this last half. It's just a shame that Josh Dacos wasn't able to go along with everyone because that's what's going to cost me. Oh, Callahan, good one too. O'Halloran. Oh, Dacos couldn't have just laid a tackle there, could you? And that'll be held up. Wow, 1 point, minute and a half to go. It's closer to Collingwood's goal. With a few extra people that have just tuned in to the watch on, probably to watch the last minute and a half to go. Out bounds at Collingwood's 50. 1 point, a minute and a half to go. Grand final spot on the line with 89 seconds to play. Pendles, it's inside the 50s. Giants got to take a mark. Oh, 2 Giants spoiled each other. Josh Kelly missed it. Perryman, good take. Hogan, that'll be high against Connor Callum Brown, I think. No free kick. Wow, that's stiff. I thought Collingwood would have got a free kick then. That might have been the game. Tom Green tackled. Couldn't get a kick away. Can the Giants find it? Can the Giants find a way? Giants find not. It's funny. Both these teams normally find a way in these close games to get it done. And it's funny that both of them in this situation, who's going to get it done? No free kick in the ruck. 52 seconds to go. Wow. This has come right down to the line. Funny enough, our group chat's been very quiet for now 29 minutes, for like half an hour. Oh, you're kidding me. KO's just bloody crashed for me. Oh, you bastard. Why did it have to crash right then? Middle of the ground, 43 seconds. Okay. Callahan. Mitchell, side bottom. Who? Okay, buffering like crazy at the moment. 32 seconds. Okay. No, 31 seconds, I should say. It's the closest the Giants got. Giants have been able to gain about 50 meters, just gradually, just pushing it towards the goal. But they're just not quite able to find that clean possession. And Josh Dacos, if he makes a good decision here, can seal the game for Collingwood. Gets away from Josh Kelly, and that's game. Mark to Hoskin Elliott. Collingwood are going to win. Collingwood are in the grand final. Hoskin Elliott. And it was a good decision by Josh Dacos. Great kick as well. And Collingwood are at the grand final. Okay, there you go. Collingwood win. And Collingwood are in the grand final. They're going absolutely crazy. Yeah. 1 point. Wow, that's tough luck for the Giants. Great win by Collingwood. Wow, bloody Giants just falling short by 1 point. What a season! Like Collingwood, the great grand final. What a season the Giants have had. A lot of people had them outside the 8 completely. They had them bottom 6 or 7. I know that they said a lot of like the experts put them at like anywhere from 12 to 16. I actually had them at the start of the year as one of those smoky teams that could sneak into the 8 because I just liked a lot of their players on their list. I didn't think they'd make the 8, let alone a prelim and lose by just the 1 point to Collingwood. Wow. Corey, I want Brisbane to win now as pick them for the grand final. I hate Collingwood. I actually picked Brisbane at the start of the year to win the grand final. I've had Brisbane as premiers this year, so we'll have to see if they make the grand final first. But Collingwood just getting it done. 1 point. What a game. What a game. And funny enough, actually, my multi didn't fully come off because I had Tom Green for 100 and he got 94. So the fantasy one is what cost me. Everything else hit, though, which sucks. Where did I finish for draft stars? Wow, that was awful. I finished 4,503rd. I just gradually just kept falling out. They look at like McCreary 53, Keith 42, Tom Green 94, Canidio 90, Josh Dacos 62, Hoskin 40, Whitfield 86, Murphy 50, and then Cox 81. So yeah, not many of my picks came off at all. It was looking good for a fair bit. But I finished well off pace. Finished over 200 points off of the guy that finished in first. And who did he have? He had Daniels, Lloyd, DeGoey, Mitchell, Kelly, Sidebottom, Murphy, Buckley, Dusty Cameron. That's actually a lineup I would have potentially looked at. I probably wouldn't have had Lloyd. I probably wouldn't have had Josh Kelly. But yeah, I thought, well, could I just go even across the board and go for like Daniels? I would have had. DeGoey would have had. I might have gone Mitchell potentially, maybe not. But yeah, I probably wouldn't have had that exact lineup. But I would have been probably top couple hundred if I went probably a bit more even. I went probably sort of for the big guns and sort of cheaper players, I guess. But that's okay. That's all right. Bit of fun anyway. We don't really get any to return on draft stars anyway. So I probably don't know why I do it. That's what, $15 a game. I spend over $200 each final series. Don't get much, and I'll probably get maybe $60 back. So a bit of fun and off chance you get something back anyway. But I reckon that is where we will call it because in 5 minutes' time, I'll be doing FPL. So if you guys do FPL, join me. I did activate my wild card this week. So I'll be going through my team. So make sure you tune in there. Roshni, go Collingwood, even though I go for Melbourne Demons, but they are out. So Collingwood's my team temporarily. Oh, Roshni, that was a good win for Collingwood. Very good game as well. 1 point. I feel for the Giants, but it's a great feeling for Collingwood. They just find a way in these close games to get the job done. So, yeah, good for Collingwood. Unlucky for Giants. But yeah, so yeah, we'll be doing FPL in a couple of minutes' time. So if you guys do follow, do FPL, make sure you head over. It'll only be about 20 minutes, about 20 minutes stream, 25 minutes. So just go through my wildcard team, go through a couple other players I don't have who I'm thinking though. So Roshni, true though. Yeah, it's great for Collingwood, unlucky for Giants. It was a good game, very good game. So but yeah, Roshni or anyone else that does FPL, make sure you head over to the stream after. It's still on the channel, so it's fine. It's be a 20-minute stream. What's the time now? 9:56. It'll be 4 minutes time. I'll run through it. So make sure you guys tune in for that. But I reckon that is where we'll call it. But thank you for GameDay Squad once again for partnering the stream, as always. So, yeah, we'll be back tomorrow for another watch-along for Carlton and Brisbane. So make sure you guys do tune back in for that. Hopefully get a good group of people again and keep the chat going because that's what does make these watch-alongs really enjoyable when there's a heap of chat going on. So appreciate everyone that tuned in tonight. We have a fair few people coming through, which is great. Corey, we'll be back tomorrow. Good stuff, Corey. Thanks, mate. I'll see you then. If you did enjoy the stream, make sure you do leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Bottom right-hand corner, run our way to 1,400 subscribers. We are 97 away from that goal. So if you can subscribe and help them reach that goal, it'll be very much appreciated. Turn notifications on so you miss when I go live or upload any other content. Moving forward, social media, all the links are in my description below. So Instagram, Twitter, everything like that, follow me there. Instagram and Twitter are the main two. So make sure you at least follow me there. Roshni, who do you want to win tomorrow? Probably Brisbane, because I picked Brisbane to win the premiership at the start of the year, and I like Brisbane. But if Carlton win, that is a massive, massive grand final. It'll be the most attended game in the last probably 40, 50 years if Carlton win. It'll be Carlton Collingwood, probably the ultimate rivalry in AFL, and that potentially we could have that on our cards. But half of it's done. Carlton have probably just got to go do it. And there is a realistic chance they do it. Carlton are in good form, and Brisbane have been a little bit iffy. So, Roshni, same. Yeah, I'm honestly I'm not fussed who wins. Yeah, Brisbane win, great. If they don't, Carlton, it'd be a great spectacle. So I'll be happy with either or. But anyway, thank you everyone for tuning in. FPL is happening in 2 minutes' time. I'll catch you guys on that stream if you are. But if not, I'll catch you guys tomorrow for another watch along. So thanks, guys. I'm out. Cheers.